Did it work? Oh, there we go. It worked.
We weren't sleeping.
Even though we wanted to be.
We're here.
We're here.
We're here and we're proud.
Typical. If you guys have been following us for long enough, you know that Addicted is usually like notorious for technical difficulties. And that's what happened again. Once again tonight, this software that we use that we normally like schedule our feeds through decided to just delete our feed for some reason, which is pretty annoying. But what's up? You guys know the drills. I already see some people commenting in. Make sure you guys drop some comments. Let us know where you're tuning in from. And we'll have some little giveaways going. We got some good stuff tonight we're going to show you. We got a couple new products that we're going to talk about.
And a couple of old school things.
Yep. And then we're gonna talk some tributary springers. You know, a lot of the salmon are starting to cruise up into a lot of the smaller rivers now, and so we thought it might be a good time to get on here and chat some small river tributary springer fishing with you guys.
Yes.
And gals.
How is everybody doing tonight?
We got people tuning in from all over, like always.
Yeah.
A lot of Washington and Oregons. I've seen some people from the Midwest. A lot of people from California. So if you guys are just now tuning in, don't forget, make sure you do us a huge favor. Drop a thumbs up on the video. And drop a comment below. Let us know where you're tuning in from. And share this out here. As you guys can see, did you do the same title, Clint?
Yep.
So if you guys could see in the title, we are at 199,834 subscribers right now on YouTube. We are so close to breaking 200,000 subscribers. So if you guys could do us a huge favor, if you're on YouTube or if you're on Facebook and you haven't come over to YouTube to subscribe, come over to our YouTube channel, subscribe. Let's see if we can break 200,000 subscribers tonight on this live feed. And if we break 200K on the live feed, I'm going to come up with a really good prize pack for everyone. I don't know what it is yet.
I thought there was going to be something outlandish coming out of your mouth. I was like, oh, God. I was bracing for what he was about to say.
85 free trips with Jordan.
I was expecting something about the hair to come out. Yeah, but guys, thank you for your support up till this point. Let's do this tonight. That'll be really cool if we can roll over the hill tonight. That'll be a very special moment. I might have to celebrate a little bit tonight.
It's crazy. So here's our 100K subscriber plaque, and it has not been that long since we broke 100K, and we're already almost breaking 200K. So huge shout out to all of our subscribers. We love all you guys, and we appreciate you guys tuning into our content and watching our videos. And hopefully you guys are learning and being entertained and continuing to just join us on this journey. We have a lot
continuing
of fun
to
stuff.
Be inspired.
Yep.
Yes.
We have some really cool stuff in the works. We're excited about it.
Joven, what happened from the video or to the videos from the spring steelhead fishing in Michigan? They're being created right now.
So yes. I think not this coming Sunday, but the following Sunday episode 1 will come out just in a couple weeks.
Yep, we're almost there. We've got a lot of stuff going on. We've been doing a lot of filming. I've kind of been on film sabbatical, as I guess you could say, for the last month and a half or so. So we've just been on the road, filming a ton, really stockpiling a lot of stuff before the beginning of summer here. So that's the story on that one. We're a little backlogged on editing time for old Sean Z. And we're doing our best here. Super chat, Eric Weston. Are springers still in the D word? I don't know.
They're
either. Still swimming that way, so they must be.
Yeah, I mean, if it's still open, I don't even know if it is. I think it's open still.
I think that they opened it back up. So yes, there are fish all over the place.
Yeah.
I know you haven't really gotten out to fish lately. The guy's been slaving away. I got to go today. Found a couple springers in a smaller river.
I have been fishing. I've just been on my days that I've had to choose
different
to go
kinds,
fishing.
yes.
I've been going for bass.
Yes, exactly. Today actually was the first day I went springer fishing, and quite. I mean.
But thanks for the super chat, Eric.
Yeah, Eric, thank you very much, buddy. But today was the first time I spent any time. Went to a river in Southwest Washington and actually put a couple fish to the hand. And one nice wild one, another one kicked my butt and I lost it. But for the lackadaisical effort that I gave, I was really happy to see there was some fish around. I've been seeing a lot. You addicts have been posting a lot on the site. There's been a lot of springers getting caught in smaller rivers. Which is great to see. We didn't get much of a fishing season on some of our big rivers out here in the Northwest. So it's good to see some people are still getting out there and having fun and getting the opportunity to take a couple of these juicy little butterballs home, too.
Yep.
So I didn't get to take mine home. The one I caught was wild. So
I've seen a couple comments asking where Cam is. Cam is actually on a little vacation right now, so he's not around. He is not around. Couldn't make it to the live feed tonight, but don't worry, he'll be back. He will be back. He's just got some stuff going on he's doing right now.
Why don't we go sturgeon fishing like the legend?
We do go sturgeon fishing. We actually go a lot. I just haven't gone that much yet.
Well, you guys just live feeded one the other day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just did some live feed sturgeon fishing just a couple days ago. And as soon as I get my boat from Stevens Marine, huge shout out to Stevens Marine. As you guys know, Stevens Marine sponsors this live feed. They sponsor Addicted. So if you guys need anything for boats or boat parts or Alumo Columbias or any sort of boat stuff, make sure you guys hit up Stevens Marine and shout out to them for sponsoring this live feed. And yeah, I'm getting my boat, I think, this week. Dude. It sounds like I'm going to be picking that thing up this week. And as soon as I get it, I know all you guys have been asking me questions about how I set it up and what I did with it. I will be filming a video instantly, right away, as soon as I pick up the boat to show you all the things that I've done to my boat. I'm so excited to finally get it. I've been without a boat now for, it's like coming up on 2 years, I think. Year and a half.
Yeah, I guess it has been a long time. Gosh, time's been flying out there, you guys.
It has. But I'm getting one.
Where are we at here for viewers? We get a little thing going, and we'll get this thing underway. We started a little late tonight, so we're just going to come at you hot and heavy with a lot of these Springer things. So if you guys have questions as we go along, I'm basically we and Marlon are just going to kind of go back and forth and talk about some of our favorite methods for catching Springers. Some of the most effective ones. We're not going to get super in depth, but we're gonna go over stuff. We're not going to go really crazy on bait talk or anything like that. But
no, and what we'll do, guys, is we'll have some other live feeds after this as well. The tributary season's kind of it's going to be going for a little bit here. The next few 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks. There's going to be Springers in tributaries, so we're going to have some future live feeds coming. Maybe we can get some really primo bait guys in here. Maybe we can talk Kevin Gray to coming up and talking some bait fishing for Springers or something like that. Or maybe we can get the guys from Procure in here.
I was going to say, old Jason Hamley,
get Mr. Hamley or Steve Lynch in here to talk some bait for Springers. But tonight we're going to talk about some other stuff. We're going to talk about some hardware. We're going to talk about maybe finding Springers, maybe talk about some twitching for Springers, which is something that I don't think enough people are doing as of late, and you need to if you want to be successful out there. So we're going to talk a little bit about that. Yeah, it's going to be a fun night. So get your questions in. We're talking Tributary Springers. If you guys could do us a huge favor and you're just now tuning in, smash the thumbs up on the video and just drop a comment. Let us know where you're tuning in from. And then make sure you share this out there to family and friends. Text message it to them if you're on YouTube. Tell them to come subscribe. We are very, very close to 200,000 subscribers. And if we break it tonight, I'm going to give away a big prize. I don't know what it is yet. I'm going to think about it. I'm still brainstorming. But I'm going to give away a big, big prize if we break 200,000 subscribers tonight. And the way we do that is you guys sharing the channel out there, just telling people about Addicted and keep helping us grow. We got a super chat here from Micah. He says, thanks for always, what's he saying? Thanks as always for the tips and advice. You guys rock and deserve way more subs. Well, thank you, Micah. We appreciate that, man.
We're on our way.
We're trying, we're grinding. Hopefully we'll get there, but we're happy for the subs that we have right now. We appreciate all you guys and gals that subscribe to us.
Did we really miss the spot prawn opener?
I think it was today.
Today.
Well, this is what happens when your boy
Traeger.
Brandon Traeger starts guiding for a living. He forgets about all of his friends, and we don't go get spot prawns.
Well, you threw all his pots in the water.
I did.
Yeah, you got uninvited because you threw the
pots. I couldn't go do that thing on my own because the nasty ass bait they had mixed up. I would not be mixing on my own. I'll leave that to them and go with them when we want to go do that. But oh my God, was that? I love spot prawns. Yeah, so man. Oh, I'm sad I missed that.
We got people from freaking Snohomish, Minnesota,
I saw some Tennessee, Minnesota, Ohio,
New Jersey.
Yes, sir. Tony, thanks for joining us.
How many we got? Oh, we got almost 400 of you guys in here now. We're getting up there. What's that say? Oh, 200K, and we get the rod holder that Jordan pulled up in that episode.
Yes, wasn't that neat, you guys? That was a heck of a first catch of the day. I was not expecting that.
If you guys don't know what we're talking about, in the episode, the Addicted Life that we put out on Sunday, Jordan hooked a Fish Fighter rod holder set up with a Folby rod holder on it. I mean, probably over $100 rod holder setup that you reeled off the bottom of the lake. The river giveth, the river taketh.
Exactly, the river gave it in that fact.
Yeah.
But I forgot to take it back. Oh, Ryan snuck away with that one.
Oh. Well, it was his boat. I mean,
Exactly. It's kind of like eggs, you know?
Yeah,
You catch a rod holder, it becomes the guides.
Yep, it becomes the guides.
Yeah. All right.
So yeah, let's pick our first little winner here. And what we're gonna do, guys, the first winner is gonna win something that is brand new that we've worked on for a long time. We've been trying to come out with this because you guys have seen in future videos or in previous videos that we've used these a lot. And so we wanted to partner with someone that we already partner with. It's a U.S. manufacturer here in the United States. Obviously, if he's a U.S. manufacturer. He's in California is what I was trying to say. So Jimmy from Mad River, we partnered with him again to come out with another product that's our own, something that we use a lot of, something that we catch a lot of steelhead, a lot of trout, and a lot of panfish on. If you want to go to the side cam, Jordan and Clint, go to side cam. How is it? There we go.
I was lucky enough to just go out yesterday. Me and old Sean Zilla went out and went to make some trout fishing tutorials, and I got to put these things to the test. And I nailed them.
You nailed them. So,
They
guys,
loved them, man. It was really cool. And again, because of the series, you know, normally a lot. If you guys have ever watched any of our tutorials and stuff, when we're using these micro, they come in like 2 different colors in existence. They come in like 2 different colors in existence. If you go to like Walmart or something with the power bait worms or the power worms and stuff, but now you have the option of having every single one of our custom worm colors from Mad River. In a micro worm for trout and or steelhead, whatever.
or panfish.
Anything.
And I've already seen a couple people guys are messaging me about all sorts of stuff they want to use these for. Surf perch was mentioned.
Yep.
You know, I think there's a lot of applications. So we came out with 9 different colors, guys. So there's 9 different colors. There's going to be peach. There's going to be ghost pink. We did black with flash. So it's got like some really big like flash sparkles in it. We got pearl pink. We got nail polish pink, we got red pearl, peachy pearl, red haze, and pink haze. So 9 colors total. They're all going to have their spot and their place in different fisheries. And I like to fish them just with like a little, when I use these a lot for trout, what I'm doing is I'm using just like a little micro float, which we're working on some, but any small float will work, you know, a fixed float. And then I'm fishing it on just like a 64th ounce or a 32nd ounce jig head. And trout just crush them, dude. If you're fishing any sort of creeks or rivers or small places, like, you cannot keep the trout off on these. And then the other thing we did this year was when it gets really cold, there's a couple places around here that the crappie fishing is really good. So if you have any panfish like bluegill or crappie or pumpkin seed or anything like that, these kill them. They cannot stay off of these things. Fish the same way. Fish them on a small jig head, or you can fish them on a hook with a split shot, and they work really, really well.
Yeah. And I like the like what I found yesterday is exactly why I like fishing worms for steelhead a lot of the time is the ease of changing.
Yep.
The
Change
ease
colors
of changing
quick.
profile. I had 4 or 5 of them in my pocket. I'd make 3 casts into a hole, grab the other color, put it on, make 1 cast, get a fish. Change back to the color that worked before,
Yep.
get a cast, caught a fish.
And we made these unscented, which was one thing that we've done with like all of our worms, all of our eggs, everything we do. There's just so many rivers around the country and around the world where you can't use scent. A lot of rivers in the Northwest you can't use scent. So what you can do, you know, is just put them in a little Tupperware container, or just use, you know, Procure has that wax scent that they have that's kind of in a chapstick form that you can just put on your worm if you're fishing a river where you can use scent. But they come unscented. And these are available on our website right now. And there's limited quantities. I don't even know exactly how many we have, but addicted micro worms, get them up. And little secret, I know a lot of anglers, myself included, that use the hell out of these for steelhead. They work really, really well, especially for summer steelhead, but in winter steelhead as well. When you get low, clear conditions, they work really, really well.
Papa was going to get calls.
Pop.
I can't believe you just told everybody.
I can't believe you just told everyone.
I can't
about
believe you
micro
just told
worms.
us that secret.
Why would you tell everyone?
Quotas are gone.
Now our fishing quota's gone because you I can't believe you told them about that hook. Regardless,
Check
totally
them out, you
joking.
guys.
Check out the micro worms, and someone's gonna win. What we're gonna do is we're just gonna randomly. So we have 9 packs here because there's 9 colors. So the first winner is going to win 3 of packs of micro worms, and they're also gonna win 1 pack of the Addicted Advantage bead hook, which is also available now on our website and available in stores all over the place. You guys have heard us talk about this for a really long time now. And we're not going to go into huge depths about this. We're going to wait till Cam gets in here and Popoff gets in here because they had a lot of involvement in designing this. Jordan did as well, but I really feel like Cam and Popoff are going to want to like give their spiel on these hooks for sure. So a lot of development went into these. What did we work on these for a year and a half?
Let me just tell you, they're really cool.
Yeah, they're a hook.
I'm just kidding.
They're a hook.
No, they're fantastic. We've all been fishing them for the last 2 winters, and it's an advantage. It's not just a clever name. It really is. Like, we have the landing ratio on these hooks. We've all been bead fishing for years now, and we all know how frustrating it can be. But with a certain setup that Pop-Off kind of introduced Cam and I to, as well as the coating, the weight of this hook is probably the biggest part of the advantage of it.
It's one of them, and then the way
it's almost weirdly light.
The eye placement is huge. The way the angle of the eye is a really big factor in these hooks. So there's a lot of stuff that went into them. This has Mustad's Alpha Point technology, which is a brand new technology that they just released that penetrates the fish's mouth it's just razor sharp. They call it Alpha Point technology. It also has what they're calling, I think it's TX finish. I can't remember what the finish is, but this has another finish that's like proprietary to Mustad that's really, really smooth and really, really like slick. So it just penetrates really, really well. So,
and personally, I like that dull color to it.
Yep.
Not having that shiny, bright hook, or we all use red hooks, blah blah blah. But you guys are gonna like them. I'm really happy they're finally out.
And we worked on them forever, and they kind of flew under the radar when they came out. Fishfield has them, Bob's has them, Sportsman's has them. A lot of the different retailers have them. TX finish. That's exactly what it is. It's amazing stuff. So, Addicted Advantage bead hook.
Heck yeah.
We're excited about it, guys. We're trying to do everything we can to continue to develop fishing products and fishing hooks and things that can give us anglers in the Northwest, no pun intended, an advantage. All of us always want to catch more fish and land more fish. It's a goal of every single one of us, and so it's one of the things that I love about the Northwest fishing industry and the West Coast in general is just the development of products is super cool. Companies continue to evolve and continue to develop and continue to come up with ways to catch more fish.
Yep, we're in the Mecca out here.
And
we're proud to be here.
And we're along for the ride doing the same thing and using some of the best fishing guides out here to do it. So we appreciate all your guys' support. If you guys want to purchase the stuff, it's on our website. Clint, let's pick a winner. They're going to win 3 of these micro worms, and they're going to win a pack of Addicted bead hooks by Mustad. Mustad Fishing rocks. Huge shout out to Mustad. They're one of our sponsors as well. James, what does that say?
I have no idea.
Savanin? James Savant. I probably butchered your last name, but James, we appreciate you, man. Thanks so much for tuning into the live feed. You won yourself some Addicted micro worms and some Addicted bead hooks. Shoot us an email to orders@addicted.fishing. Make sure you include your name, your address, and let us know what you want, and we'll get this stuff shipped out to you. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. And thank you to all you addicts out there that share this. Again, let's see if we've gotten any new subscribers since the feed went live here. Yep. Now we're at 199,850. So how many did I say when we started? We've gotten like 8 or 9 new subscribers.
Yeah, something like that.
We've got like 8 or 9 new subscribers since we started this live feed. So guys, the goal tonight is to try to break 200,000. So we need 150 more subscribers, 150 more people to subscribe to the channel. We're going to break 200,000 subscribers. All thanks to all you addicts out there that are consuming our content and watching what we're doing. We appreciate it. Now I think we need to talk some damn springers.
Let's do it.
That's a mouth vomit of a lot of promotion. Sorry, guys. I wanted to tell you guys about that stuff.
I broke a sweat a little bit.
Yeah, I did too.
All right. So, Springer time. Today, we've talked about this in our podcast today, and I'd really like to try to emulate what we talked about in our podcast.
It went good. It was a good podcast.
We hit some really good stuff. But Springer season is something, something I mentioned earlier today is it's mainly a lot. We talk about it all the time, where 90% of the fish or 10% of the fishermen catch 90% of the fish, and nothing more stands true to that than Springer season. And a lot of it is, one, the techniques are so much more finicky. 2, the fish aren't in as many places. It's not like a winter steelhead or a summer steelhead that can occupy the entire river. In every little shallow riffle or deep hole there could be a fish. They're fish that are usually destined for an upper echelon of a river. They're traveling fast. They're aggressive, but they're hard to find. And the water that you find them in isn't necessarily the easiest water to fish for somebody who's not very experienced at fishing.
Yeah.
And so dialing those things in and getting your routine and your technique down that is going to make you the most effective and allow you to cover water the most effectively is what's going to make you a better fisherman. And I find that a lot. I definitely more so than any other kind of fishing, I have a routine when it comes to fishing for springers. And a lot of it is bait, hardware, jigs. Bait, hardware, jigs. You know what I mean? And I take that same mentality to every single hole. The nice part about springers, and we can all attest for, especially in May, June, beginning of July, is they're a fish that if they're in the hole and they're fresh and aggressive, odds are you're going to get them.
They tend to be bitey.
They're very bitey. You know, it's to the point where I've caught hundreds of fish over the years, reeling in a all the way eaten skein of eggs, and it's just a little, ghost on my line, and I get it right to the bank and watch a fish swim up and eat a client's bait of eggs right at his feet. And so it's a fish that can be easy for you to catch, given you're putting yourself in the right situation. So let's go over a couple of rod setups here. We're just going to go straight from the top.
Dive straight into it. And Gags, make sure you guys get your questions in the comment section. If you guys have specific questions about spring salmon or spring Chinook or tributary fishing in general, get your questions in, and we'll try to answer them as we can.
Story of my life.
And if you guys are spamming the comments, please don't. Please stop spamming the comments. People are asking me to kick people out, and I don't want to have to kick people out. So if you are that person, just be nice. Let's not spam it here. So we got another super chat here before you dive in, Jordan.
Okay.
I had a very slow year for winter steelhead. Did you guys have a lot of luck this year? The runs didn't seem as strong. Good luck on those stinky springers. Well, thank you for the super chat. Sam HX3, I think is your name. Sam, we'll just call you Sam. Thanks for the super chat, Sam. We appreciate it. Every single week you guys give us those super chats, and it means a lot, and it highlights your question. So if you have a question that you want to make sure you get answered, give us a super chat, and you help support the channel. But what was the question? What were we talking about?
Did we have a bad steelhead year?
How'd
Yes, it
you-
was not great in a lot of places.
It was tough.
Luckily, we had the opportunity to fish with all of our buddies who are some of the best guides. We got to fish a lot of our favorite rivers that we know really well. We caught fish, but there's a couple Addicted Lives back. 2 Sundays ago, we released a video that I curated with Sean on a trip up to the Olympic Peninsula in Washington with a really cool friend of mine, Lester Fisher. And it really kind of touched on the idea and the year of 2020 and 2021 of steelhead fishing and how poor a lot of these returns were across the country. And even when I went to Alaska this spring.
Thanks for the super chat, Sean. We appreciate it, man.
Thank you, buddy. Even when I went to Alaska this spring, I was very curious to see if we were going to see that same impact from whatever ocean conditions or whatever kind of feed that those fish were eating on. And yes, even up there it was impacted. I know people that went all over the west coast of Alaska, or the south coast of Alaska, and into Canada, and still had very poor fishing.
Very tough
fishing.
And there was fish to be had. I mean, there was definitely your ups and your downs in the seasons. If you were out there a lot and putting in a lot of effort, you definitely had good days. But it was tough. I mean, the runs were down. A lot of the rivers were closing early. Let's just pray for better times in the future.
Yep. We'll look towards that.
And promote broodstock.
Yes.
Everything you can, do everything you can to promote these broodstock fisheries and support hatchery and wild coexist, because we don't want to have more and more generations to come dealing with what we're dealing with.
If we want these fish to happen, we got to help them, you guys. And that's very apparent by this point in time. So...
All right, so, and most of the advice we're going to talk about tonight, because I've seen this a lot, is bank fishing. A lot of this is going to be like applied to bank fishing. You'll be able to do a lot of this.
Or a small river.
Yeah, you're going to be able to do a lot of this in the boat, but you'll be also to do a lot of this in the bank.
Yes.
So,
and in my case, a lot of times I'm just moving to holes with the boat. So this is a very, very bank-oriented setups, very bank-oriented rod selection, and so on and so forth. So...
Yep.
The idea and the aura around Chinook season is the big dirty bobber game. As you see, I got this rigged up from today. I got the 1.5 ounce bobber here. I got a 2 ounce lead on here. I got a big old 3/0 hook, and I'm ready to go soak some bait. And so your rod selection is this time of year, you're really going to have to stray away from using, and see, this is something I was going to talk about. This is funny because I didn't think this would work, but I'm very impressed at this rod and how it's handling this heavy lead. But you're going to have to gauge up your gear here. A lot of the times your steelhead gear is not going to transverse over to this time of the season. You're going to have to go out and purchase a little heavier rod setup. You're going to need heavier line. You're going to be running bigger bumpers. You're going to be running bigger hooks. You're going to be running bait setups, basically. And so when you're running those bait setups, and especially for Chinook salmon, a lot of times we're using a lot of bait. We're using we were using eggs, we're using shrimp, we're using some sort of other bait fish, tuna, herring, sardines, so on and so forth. And so that being said, to get that kind of boisterous bait down into the strike zone, you need a lot more lead than you could possibly ever imagine. You know, there's times, like I said here, I have an ounce and a half bobber, and I'm running a 2-ounce lead. So I'm overpowering that bobber so that I can be in that strike zone and be getting in front of those fish. The rod I have this set up on, and that's what I was just joking with Marlon about, was something that I didn't think would ever really work. A lot of times I use like a 15 to 30 pound rod, anywhere from about 9 to 9.5 to 10.5 feet long. But I didn't want to take all my boat rods out of my boat for trolling and stuff, and for like sturgeon fishing. So I went this rod here. It's definitely undergunned, but I know it will. I've caught a lot of big Chinook, especially last fall, doing a lot of back bouncing and such. But I have this set up on a 9.2 8 to 17 pound rod, and it's casting that 2, 3, or 4 ounce lead all day long. Super smooth. I got the Okuma Komodos. Do they even make this reel anymore? Yeah. I got the Okuma Komodos or Helios. Even I'll use the cold water line counters at times if I have to, but casting those line counters will ruin that line counter.
Definitely want to go with a bait caster. I mean, if you don't want to go Okuma, it doesn't really matter. You can use any brand that you want. We just love Okuma, and they're obviously one of our sponsors. But definitely go with a bait casting reel for sure when you're doing this fishery. I like it better.
For the heavy leads.
Yep.
It's not impossible, but it is very detrimental to your ability to cast and your ability to make good casts with a lot of bait on there using any sort of spinning reel. I used to do it. I used to have my clients fish spinning reels with 2 and 3 ounce leads, but it was a pain in the butt. It's really hard to hold with your index finger that line when you flip over the bail and go to swing that lead, and it causes a really bad pendulum in the air between your lead and your bait, and it just really doesn't work well. I've suggested this in some of our tutorials on how to actually cast bait casters, is that if you want to learn how to cast a bait caster, take your bait caster rod, line it up with the right line, go out to an open field and put a 2 or a 3 ounce lead on there and practice casting. Because that's the style of lead that you need. Even I will rat's nest a reel, and you will rat's nest a reel every time throwing a number 4 blue fox. Because it doesn't have that aerodynamic nature. It doesn't fly through the air. We're using this heavy lead in that way. I have people all the time show up at my boat who have never casted a bait caster. They're scared to death when I hand it to them. But I tell them, keep your thumb on it, do a nice swinging motion, keep that rod butt in your hip, and just let it fly. And point your rod tip where you want it to go. And so using that bait caster is imperative for these big bait setups. You'll never really see us much on our channel or even on any of our Addicted Lives. You won't see people using any sort of spinning reel when trying to fish this. So at least a 9 to a 10.5 to heck even a 12-foot rod, something big. Using these big heavy bait caster rods. Usually I use just the Guide Classics is what we have. Okuma hasn't come out with a rod that's specifically set up for like Chinook bobber fishing, which
I think they have some ones now that in the Guide
like
Select
a 10 to
Pro.
25?
I think they have some 10 to 20, some 10 to 25. Yeah, I think they do have some Tributary Springer rods now.
But using this here is just a 9.2 medium, but if you go with the GSP 9.2 heavy, which is an 8 to 17 pound rod, but it has more backbone, has a soft tip, it'll work for you. And this is more of a steelhead setup, so I'm not going to recommend you go out and buy your first rod if you're looking for that Chinook rod setup. You want to go with something over that 10 to 15 to 20 to 30 pound line rating.
Yep.
And it's mainly for just the castability. It's not even fighting the fish, because as we all know,
it just depends. Some of these springers will mess you up on a rod like that, but
yes. But odds are, like we're talking about water, we're going to talk probably not a lot about styles of water tonight, but a lot of times we're fishing in holes where there's a lot of room. I can let that fish run for 100 yards and then just reel them back in. But this is something I set up just the last couple of days to get ready for the next few days of guiding. But again, a longer rod, a bait caster for that bait setup. What I've done here, I have a 50-pound I have the 50-pound Enforcer high-vis line. And I tie a long bumper on this for these rods. Usually I'll go a 20 to a 25-pound bumper of fluorocarbon to that braided line. And that Enforcer line is seriously the best for this kind of fishing, because you can really identify where you're fishing. That super high-vis orange line it stands out very well on top of the water. And so being able to identify where you are, being able to manage that line and properly fish through these deep, boily holes is really crucial.
Because we made it so slick, too, it just casts super nice.
It does.
When you're casting a heavy lead like that, the stuff just freaking goes.
And for you beginners out there, it's very easy to untangle.
Yeah.
If it rat's nests up, because of that smoothness and because it doesn't kink and like have all that rigidness to it like a coated line does, it really is easy to learn and get and to kind of pull out.
Yeah.
But anyways, I got about a 15 to a 25 foot bumper on here. What I like to do when I'm setting up my Chinook rod like this is think about how deep the deepest hole of the day I'm going to fish is. So if I know I'm going to a hole that's 45 feet deep, I'm probably going to put 40 feet of leader on there.
Yeah.
I'm going to maybe add a 5 foot leader at the end of it, or a couple split shots or whatever. But just kind of gauge in your mind if you're just going to a spot or you know the river really well. What do you got here? Heading out. Fam, Big Dave. Oh, right on. You guys are going to have so much fun.
Thanks for the super chat, Tight Line
Tight
Fighters.
lines.
I don't know. You might see us on the water. Who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows, man?
But I like to think of what the deepest hole I'm going to fish that day is, and adjust my bumper to that. And you don't have to use that bumper in this sort of situation. I find, and we've all found, the spring Chinook aren't quite as spooky. And especially in a 30, 20 to a 30 to a 40 foot deep hole where you're going to target these fish a lot of the time. Pop-offs and Big Dave's good trick is you just take a black Sharpie and you black out that orange line, and you have that nice incognito line down there where you can't really see it showing up as well as that bright high vis. But I like to stick to my bumpers. That bobber seems to slide a lot nicer through it. And then I go to my weight and my hook setup. So let's go to that. So on this one, I got an 1.5 ounce bobber, and I am one that likes to overweight their bobbers. It's something that we do a lot in like the steelhead world and stuff, and especially with like our
side cam clips,
especially with like our fixed floats in particular. We like to go a little bit heavier on the lead than the bobber calls for. This is an 1.5 ounce bobber, and I have a 2 ounce lead. If I'm using a 2 ounce bobber, a lot of times I'll go with a 3 or even a 4 ounce lead. But you'll see, even with this 2 ounce on this 1.5 ounce, this thing was sticking this far out of the water all day. I could have even put a 3 ounce on there and got it to sink a little bit more. And the main reason for that is I don't want those fish to feel it. At times, those salmon can be a super finicky biter. They'll grab it, they'll spit it out. They'll grab it, they'll spit it out, and they'll follow it down the river. So you want that bobber to be registering every time and actually sucking under, where if you have that bobber underweighted, it's going to be up there. Those fish are going to try to pull it down. They're going to feel that resistance of that bobber, and they're going to let that bait go ultimately. So I like to overweight my bobbers by a quarter to a 1/2 ounce at times, maybe even a full ounce sometimes. And really what I do, instead of going to the river, baiting up, putting a heavier lead than I should have on there, casting it out and realizing it's not going to work, I'll just take this without a leader, put the lead on, cast into the water, and make sure that my setup's going to fish well.
Yeah.
That's a very easy way and quick way of checking, one, the depth of the water, and two, whether or not your weight and your rod setup is correct. So off of that, I just did a normal barrel swivel or normal snap swivel with a barrel swivel setup. I tie one end, that 25 pound, to one end, and I usually tie that.
Side cam this stuff. People can't see this.
Okay.
Just get close to the camera.
I usually tie this end. I tie the heavier end, my 25 pound test.
Above that camera that faces down.
So I tie my main line coming down from my bobber right to the eye of that side with the snap, because I want this. If this gets snagged up, I want to be able to be pulling my full resistance on this, and not the end that has my leader line on it. So I got just your typical swivel. I don't like having this thing slide, because when you go and cast, your bobber sliding, your weight sliding. I like to have it fixed right to this. It's not too much lead, so it really doesn't affect that fight at all. So I have that other side tied, and today I'm running a pretty light line. It was a semi-clear water day out here on the river, so I went with a 15-pound fluorocarbon leader. And with these egg setups, it's pretty imperative at times to not go with a super long leader, because your big beta eggs floats a lot, especially when you get it down in the water column. That thing's going to be floating. So I want to be a lot more exact on my setup when I'm dropping this down, where I want my lead sitting at 15 feet. I want my egg sitting at 15 feet or 14 feet at least. But if you go with that long leader, that 3, 4, 5, sometimes you see people out there with 5 or 6 foot leaders, your lead's going down and your eggs are floating up. And or the vice versa, they're floating straight down. So I like to keep that at least within 2 feet. That leader length that I have here is about 1.5 feet, 2 feet, all the way down to my 2/0 hook. And this is a 2/0 herring hook that we came out with. We've been designing with Mustad, and this is just a sample one, so you're not exactly going to be able to find that. But I got a 2/0 herring hook on there, and I've added a little addicted soft bead that I've added some anise to in a jar, just for looks. So I'm going to have my bait on the end here. I got this tied with an egg loop. I got my bait on here. I got this little extra profile with a little extra scent, and then I have my 2/0 hook that I'm going to be adding my eggs and my sand shrimp or coon shrimp or herring or whatever else you have for the day onto that end. So again, quick little overview. Heavier rod, near 10 feet. You want something longer. Heavier line, 40, 50, even 65 pound test sometimes, because you want that stuff floating. Long bumper. all the way down to my big bobber, overweighted lead, and right down to that leader and hook. And that'll get the job done.
What about for bait? Are you like a strictly an egg guy, or do you like to use sand shrimp? Do you like to use other little offerings?
Yeah, one thing that we talked about a little bit in the
we don't have to go too crazy in this because
Yeah.
I do think we should do a bait fishing specific live feed.
One thing we talked a lot about in our super chat from Adam Keenan, side mic with side cam.
So you were probably harder to hear when you were.
Gotcha. Sorry about that, guys. But with the bait, it's something that we talked about a little bit in our podcast again is I've lived in an area most of my life where it's a pain in the butt to get sand shrimp. You can't just go down to the gas station and get yourself a box of sand shrimp like you can in some parts of Washington and Oregon, whether you live on the coast or whether you live here, go dig your own or whatever it is. But having multiple baits for these springers can be super, super crucial. Like I said to Marlon earlier, spring Chinook salmon are my absolute favorite fish to catch, least favorite to fish for. And it's because of the finickiness of these things.
Sometimes you can get they just make you just want to pound your head.
Yep. It comes down to egg cure. It comes down to having that extra meat.
Way to go, bud.
It's all right. Nothing spilled. It comes down to egg cures. It comes down to having that extra meat. It comes down to having that extra profile. You know, like we said, good eggs with good egg cure is crucial. And that's one thing we'll talk more about when we get our friends from ProCure in here. But having that side meat, having that extra offering for those fish, whether it be coon shrimp or herring or sardines or whatever, a lot of times the best springer fishermen you'll see at some of these springer holes come with an entire cooler full of crap. And I don't know how they keep it good because all my bait usually goes bad by the end of 2 days. And so I have to refurbish and go get new stuff. But having different offerings of bait is going to be really crucial a lot of times for catching these fish. So having the right setup, and then once again, not being lazy and complacent and just going and buying a little flat of eggs from your local store or local gas station is going to help you catch more fish. And a lot of times even just sand shrimp or just coon shrimp will work. So being diverse, getting different styles of bait, and trying different methods are going to help you a lot more catching fish on bait. But if you're not a confident bait fisherman, if you don't think that you're doing it right and you can't find good eggs or good bait, switching to other methods can be just as effective. And so let's jump into that.
Yeah, so you said you like to fish bait first.
Yep, I always try bait first. Because a lot of times, and you'll see especially with spring Chinook, a lot of times the bait itself can get those fish riled up. They might not bite it, but that solidity of your eggs or the certain scent in it or whatever, they might not bite it, but it'll piss them off. It'll get them jazzed up. It'll get them moving around, and it'll get them in a bitey mood. And so after I try that bait, I usually will go either to some kind of hardware or any sort of jig. You know, there's a lot of like marabou salmon jigs out there. And there's a lot of different styles of jigs and lures that you can use for these salmon. But usually my go-to after the bait, as we all know, if you guys have ever watched Addicted, is the spinner.
The spinner.
The spinner. I catch a lot of salmon on spinners. And it's my favorite way to catch them. It's really easy to get in front of them with it. In certain styles of water, it allows you to open your realm as far as the kind of water that you can fish. And being able to move around the river and fish shallow water or deep water or fast water or slow water it makes you catch more fish. When we're using that 2 or 3 ounce bobber, you're looking for a 10 to a 15 to 20 foot hole to sink that thing down in. Very seldom are you going to be putting that bobber at 1 foot on your bobber stop and sending it down through a hole consistently and over and over and over again. It's not how it works. Mm-hmm. But being able to switch to something like hardware and move around on the river and cover a lot of water will make you catch more fish ultimately. So this setup I have here is the Okuma X. Not necessary exactly to have the X rod, but I love this one in particular because it's so sensitive for this spinner fishing.
And dude, these things, I'm telling you guys, you don't think it makes that big of a difference, but when you're out on the water, you're casting all day long and reeling all day long, having a light rod like this, it does make a difference. You do not think it does, but man, after a long day of fishing, you can tell the difference of fishing a heavy rod all day versus a high quality super light rod like these X series rods are.
And just the fishability too. The ease of use, the sensitivity, and the dynamic that is created by having a good fishing rod is something that it takes years to understand as a beginner fisherman. But once you do, you understand what you've been missing over the years by not having that right rod for the right situation. So,
yeah. And this is the 992M as well, so it's the 8 to 15 pound. And then you just have
Again, a rod that you
200
might
series?
get your ass kicked pretty good fighting a big Chinook salmon, but something that the fishability and being able to hook more fish by
These
using
do
it.
have some pretty good backbone to them, though, for being an 8 to 15.
If you guys go back and watch some videos from this fall, I landed some, 30-pound Chinook on this exact rod that's sitting here, and never once was worried about it breaking.
Smells fishy.
I'm sure.
It smells fishy.
Maybe it's cleansed up.
Maybe it's staying fishy.
Yeah. But your spinner selection, I got a whole pile of them here.
So you're using a 30-pound?
I'm using a 30-pound on this. So where I'm using a 40, 50, 60-pound on my bobber fishing rod, I'm gauging it back down to a 30-pound on these rods because 30-pound is plenty tough and plenty strong enough to land giant fish.
Yep.
There's no flex. It doesn't move a lot. I use a 20 to a 25-pound bumper on the end of that so that I make sure I still have that residual, that residual feedback and that pull where I can fight those fish and turn them around if I need to. But using that 30-pound test is going to allow your gear to get down into the strike zone. I don't know if you guys haven't ever fished like that with a heavy line. There's so much more diameter, even though it doesn't seem like a lot. There's a lot more diameter involved with that heavier line, that 40, 50, 60 pound, than there is a 30 or a 20 because that line is catching the current. And one thing where I learned it the best was while twitching, where you could see that belly in your line, you're jigging and being able to see your jig and watching how much movement is created on that jig through that line and through that resistance of the current.
Yep.
And so that's a
why
big part of it.
Sizing it down so it has less drag in the water.
So
super
it cuts
important.
right through. I can have a straight point of contact right to my spinner the whole time. Not this big giant belly of line and then my spinner down here just doing its thing.
And you're using the same 25, 20, 30, what fluorocarbon are you using?
Yep, I'm using 20-pound fluorocarbon for my bumper, which has never failed me. Cool. Kevin, thank you so much for that $10 super chat, man. You the man.
Yeah, shout out to Kevin. Thanks for the super chat, dude.
So let's go over real quick. This is just a mess. But it's a mess of fishiness, that's for sure. So I got all kinds of different spinners in here, guys, and you'll see different colors, you'll see different sizes, you'll see different shapes. There's all kinds of different methods and reasons why I use each and every one of these. So let's step to the side here. I got a couple spoons here. There's like one I caught my first fish ever on right there.
It's just a random hook attached to it and the swivel.
Yeah. Oh, I made a tutorial that I forgot to talk about the sidewash hooks.
I'm talking on the other end. There's a hook through the barrel.
Oh, yeah, that's a sidewash hook too.
Yeah.
So, here's my mess of spinners, everybody. Check it out. So, what I have here from left to right, I have my torpedo bodies. These are by R&B. I have my bell bodies. This is also an R&B. Another bigger size 5 bell body. We have a bullet body by Northwest Extreme Outfitters. This is about a half-ounce spinner. And so every single one of these are used in a different realm. I like to use these in your typical walking speed.
Look at the screen.
Excuse me, sorry, I was looking at my hands.
I know.
I like to use the torpedo bodies in the typical 4 to 6 to 10 foot of water. They're easier to fish. Something that's walking speed, a run that you guys can get these things down, effectively fish and swing them across. And then I have things like my bell body spinners. And these bell bodies are going to be used in shallower water. I don't like using these at all if the river is really only over 5-6 feet deep, because it has a hard time with the surface area of it getting down and in front of those fish, because that surface area gets caught by the current, it gets pushed up in the water, and it doesn't get down in front of the salmon. So, bell bodies for shallow water, torpedo bodies for your perfect typical spinner water, and that bullet body, these big heavy ones for your deep, dark Chinook holes. This is the Northwest Extreme Outfitter one. There's a couple different makes out there that make these, but this is literally a 9mm bullet on here. So super heavy. It's about a half ounce. And then of course we got a good old trusty spoon or steely. I'm not going to talk a whole lot about those today because honestly we don't fish a ton of them, and those of you guys out there who do, you already know. So each one of these,
already know, he said.
yeah, each one of these are used in a different realm, and I use them at different holes. I'll literally float from spot to spot, change out that kind of spinner, and effectively fish that water. And it's going to make you catch more fish in that regard. So bell bodies for shallow, torpedo bodies for medium, bullet bodies for super deep. So Riley Lab, as someone who didn't grow up fishing and caught the bug lately, I really appreciate the great and in-depth content. Keep up the great work. Thank you so much, Riley, and we hope you're having fun out there learning how to fish, man.
Absolutely, Riley. Thanks for the super chat. We appreciate it. We appreciate it.
Yes. Let's see. Let's check out these comments really quick.
Remember the spinner video where Jordan totally said the wrong color?
You mean the last one? Sean even had to put in the text there, Jordan's. I'm extremely colorblind, guys. Very colorblind. Not black and white, but I mix up a lot of colors because a lot of them look the same to me, honestly. When I took my Coast Guard test, I got 8 out of 10 wrong. So, yes, I don't see my colors exactly.
Oh, Steelhead Queen, we see you. We hear you. We will work on getting some pink addicted stickers. How many other ladies out there want pink addicted stickers? Oh, he's asking how many subs. How many subs are we up to now? Have you guys been sharing it? Have you guys been sharing the live feed out there? If you guys don't share it, especially if you're on YouTube, you got to text message your buddies, family, friend, anyone that you know that loves to fish, and tell them to come subscribe to Addicted Fishing tonight. Also, if you share it on your Facebook or share it on your Instagram or Reddit threads or anywhere where you like to share things or do things online, share the Addicted YouTube channel. Try to get people to come subscribe. We would greatly appreciate it.
860.
Jordan. Totally
We're at 863, so we're not that. We haven't got that much more.
866 right now.
We've gotten 16 more subs since the last time I said. So,
Rusty Hook. So we have to be
So
ladies.
we're 134 away.
No, Rusty, you don't need to be a
30
lady to need a
yeah.
pink addicted sticker. But they are on the way. I can't believe we haven't made them at this point.
yeah, I didn't know we didn't have.
It's like I just kind of assumed we probably had a female style addicted sticker, but
No, we
it's
suck.
coming. It's coming.
suck.
We need to get another line of female hats going. But those are harder to sell. You females out there really need to give us some feedback on what kind of hats you want to see, because
Yeah, if there's
we've gotten
any like,
sparkly ones, we've gotten ponytail ones, and they
If
sit on the
there's
shelf
any-
for a long time. Let's
well,
just
we've
say the
got
truth.
so the ponytail ones sell really good actually,
Do they?
and we keep 2 of those on our website. We have like an army green one, and then we have a black one that has like a ponytail coming out the back, so you can put your ponytail out the back of the hat, and they're like more of a lower profile, so they sit on a woman's head a lot better, and we sell those really good. But we definitely struggle when we try to do like ladies merch because we're not women. We can't. We don't.
It's all right.
know.
My tank top's coming out in the summer.
I
drop.
will
We're
say
gonna sell
though,
good.
my wife helped me design that jacket. We did like a windproof. We did a windbreaker jacket that was like a, I don't know, what would you call it? Like an aqua green, like a teal.
Yeah, like
teal?
a seafoam, teal.
Yeah, like a seafoam. It's like a seafoam green jacket, and it has like a white and silver addicted right here on the chest. And those ladies really, really dug those. We sold the heck out of them.
Kevin Heiser, where's Little?
And a couple dudes actually messaged me and was like, "Am I gonna be made fun of if I buy this jacket because it's ladies?" And I'm like, "No, dude. If you
No, the
if you
zipper
like,
is just on the wrong side.
if you like the color, then buy it. Whatever it is.
Little
it
is
but
passed the heck out over
Yeah,
there. He
Little's-
had a big day.
Little's on the floor over there. asleep.
He's
I think
zonked.
Jordan should put on a ponytail hat.
They wouldn't fit me right.
Yeah,
the head's too
they're
big.
all super low profile.
Yes.
It'd look weird.
Yes.
It'd look weird. Anyway, we need some ladies out there to give us some inspiration. So if you guys are friends with us on Instagram or anything, shoot us a message. Shoot us some ideas of
Or
what,
tag us in some stuff.
of ideas of what you think might be good for.
Clint acts like a woman.
Give us ideas of things you might be good for, like ladies apparel. If you guys want us to do some more women's merch.
If that's the guy I think it is, the Rusty guy. I believe, met him before. He's all about breast cancer awareness and the pink stuff. So I think that's why he wants the pink stickers.
Oh, nice.
Yes. Right on.
Oh, there's my wife chiming in. There's my wife chiming in saying that she helped make that jacket, the ladies' jacket that's on our website, Little Windbreaker. She helped design it. Love you, Sharon.
Little dog collars. Well, we have some surprises, guys.
Yep.
Be ready for this summer drop.
Yep.
We got some really cool little inspired stuff, and I'm not gonna do any spoiler alerts, but we got some really fun gear coming out.
We
this
have
summer.
some little stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
We can't talk. We can't say
No.
anything. We're gonna get
but I do want to try to come out with a little dog jacket, like three sizes that like little. It's his own little thing. It's his own company.
little.
Yeah, like his own jackets.
Oh, yeah,
like his
yeah,
Carhartt. I love the Carhartt jackets, but we need to come out with our own. So, anyways, off the tangent.
Really quickly, before you move on to this, someone just texted me. You guys know who he is. Patrick Gaffney. He's a commercial bait fisherman up out of like Puget Sound and some of those areas. He's the guy that does harbor herring and a lot of the bait stuff. He just texted me and said he has fresh anchovy for Saturday's sturgeon opener. He has brand new fresh anchovy, 6-inch fish. He said put their order in by tomorrow night. So hit up Harbor Herring or hit up Patrick Gaffney on Facebook or Instagram. Patrick Gaffney is his name. If you're going down sturgeon fishing and you want really, really fresh, super good bait, hit him up. He's got anchovy for the sturgeon opener this weekend. And there's been people catching them. But Swanson messed him up today. He got him pretty good. So.
Way to go, Swanson.
Yeah. People are getting them. Okay, jump back in.
All right. And so when it comes down to spinner, I went over the sizes. Colors, it's super basic. The Chinook can be very basic, but I've caught fish on almost every color there is. They love greens, they love blues, they love the old Michael Jackson. I've caught them on orange, the Fire Tigers, the orange with the gold blades. I like to use the golder styles and the more brass or copper style colors when the water's really dirty. But a lot of times I've heard people say they like it when the water's really clear. So the key to the effective to the effective hardware fishing for a spring Chinook is having more than one kind of spinner. Don't go to the store, buy 3 blue foxes and then go to the river. Try to get a couple varieties, buy 2 of the blues, buy one of the orange and crazy colors.
Well, like before I started really hanging out with you a lot, like we never fished torpedo bodies. Ever.
No.
Like at all. And we caught a lot of decent amount of fish on, the bell body spinners, but it was dumb for never fishing torpedo bodies.
Yeah.
When we knew about them, we knew people fished them and stuff, but we were so stuck on the bell body
Well,
stuff.
other than like the steelhead by buds and stuff growing up, it wasn't a readily available lure.
Still not.
I mean, it's still not. It's still very hard to get. These guys at R&B and stuff do their
Not for
best.
long.
Yeah, they do their best to get that stuff out there to you guys. But it's a great lure. It's a great way to fish, and it just fishes different water. It's not the only lure you should get. That's for darn sure. But it's a great lure to fish different styles of water.
So that's a good question that I've always kind of wondered about too. Spinner fishing. Oh, what is that?
No, it's just a good comment.
Oh, great work, guys. Keep it up. I am in Victoria, Australia. Love your site and information and videos you put out. I've got my sons hooked on watching you guys. Well, awesome. Thanks, Glenn. We appreciate it. And you know what, dude? We want to get out. We'd love to get out to Australia.
We need some ray cods.
If there was one place that I went that was out of the country to go fishing, that is where it would be. Yes. I want to go to Australia someday. Definitely on my bucket list.
We'll be there.
We will be there. But thanks for the comment, man. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much, buddy. All right, so we're going to move on. And I'm going to go to something a little more abstract before we go to our twitching jigs, which is something that we've been talking more and more about over the years. And it's something that some people out there might get kind of mad at me for talking about. But
let's do a giveaway real quick before you do.
Yes, let's do that.
I keep seeing people comment saying, we need another giveaway. We
got
need
all
another
kinds
giveaway.
of stuff up here.
126 away now.
Okay, we're 126. Only 126 subscribers away from 200K. Come on, guys. Let's break it tonight. Let's break 200,000 subs. Keep sharing this out there. Thumbs up in the videos. If you guys thumbs up the YouTube video, it really helps for sure. Help us. Let's beat this YouTube algorithm and keep growing the channel. We're going to give away some addicted micro worms here. We got pearl pink, peachy pearl, red pearl. And we're also going to give away another pack of addicted advantage hooks. So all you got to do, hit thumbs up on the video, smash the thumbs up button, share it out to some family and friends, text message them, and then drop a comment below and let us know if you've ever caught a springer in a tributary. Have you ever caught a springer in a small river, either on like a float rod or on a spinner or a twitching jig? Have you ever gone fishing in a smaller river and caught a spring Chinook? Just say yes, I have, or no, I haven't, or no, I can't. And we're going to randomly select someone from the comments to win some little prizes here.
Yeah. I can go back to talking, right?
Yeah, we'll just pick someone after.
Okay.
We'll let it go here. How about at 8:10? So in 7 minutes, at 8:10, we're gonna randomly select someone. Yes, and it's just gonna be random from the comments. We're just kind of we ask the questions, guys, just so we can get comments going on the feed, because it really helps if you guys are commenting and interacting with these live feeds to get it out to more people. So that's why we ask you guys questions like that. But we're just gonna randomly select someone from the comments. It could be anyone. And I'm seeing there's a lot of yeses. I was surprised. That guy says we deserve 2 million subs. I agree with you. I wish we had 2 million subs. But I'm happy with my 200,000 of you that follow us. We appreciate it. Nope. We got some no's. We got some no's. Oh, on a pink spinner.
Yes.
Caught one of my biggest, back bouncing. Nice.
Ooh, I love back bouncing.
Mostly on lures. Yep, 15 pounds. So it's got a good mixture of, like, a lot of people have caught them, a lot of people haven't. How many people we got, Clint? 440? 500? Can't.
450.
Yep. We got just
Growing,
over
it's
450 people watching. Everyone will get a prize. No, I wish. I wish I could give everyone a prize, Rusty. But be on the lookout for something that I'm getting ready to start really soon that's going to be all about just giving back to this fishing community. So stay tuned for that. Yeah, not in the Great Lakes. They don't have any spring salmon in the Midwest, do they?
No, I'm pretty sure a lot of them are like summer Chinook, and I don't think a lot of them are like in the fall, primarily. But they come in all summer long. They catch them out in those bays and stuff. We have to ask our buddy.
Yeah, there's a question that I
more.
was going to ask before I got distracted, and it's a question I've always kind of wondered if you do this, and I don't think you do because I've never seen you do it. But do you ever scent your spinners?
Not on purpose. No, I don't, and I probably should. You know,
I've always wondered because it's like it seems like the spinner bite's such an aggressive take. Like it doesn't seem like scent would really do much for you.
But I must say, not so much with. I've never visually been able to watch a lot of springers follow and not take. But I will
Thanks
say,
for the super chat, Father of Doom.
Thank you, bud. I've never witnessed or been witness to a lot of springers following and not taking a spinner. Or anything. Like if they're committing, they're aggressive, they're mean, they're kings. But I will say that I've watched steelhead, and it's primarily like downriver steelhead, kelts is what we call them, river fish that have spawned and are heading back to the ocean. I've multiple times watched the fish come up and put their nose on the spinner and follow it. Not in their mouth, they're just touching it on the hook, moving. It gets too close to the boat and they peel off and move. Where I think if there was some scent on that spinner, they might be a little more apt to bite it.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's a bad idea, especially putting it right under the blade. Doesn't affect your presentation. You can with a bell body, you can stick that nozzle right up in that Procure gel, squirt it right into the body of that spinner. Scent is something I definitely choose a lot more for salmon, whether it be coho or Chinook. But not great question, good idea, and from time to time, I think it could really help you. But on to the next method that we're talking about.
Well, see, Fishing the Odds, which Fishing the Odds, guys, is another local YouTube fishing channel here in the Northwest. So if you haven't subscribed to him, make sure you guys check out his channel. But he just said he's seen him follow and not take, and then it basically bite instantly when he put scent on.
Right on.
So that's good little. What do we got here? You guys gonna twitch for nooks this spring? That's what we're getting ready to talk about.
That's what we're gonna finish on today.
That's
we're
what
gonna
we're
talk about that a little bit longer.
Exactly. We're gonna talk about that next, guys. That's coming next. Is twitching.
Wonderful.
All right, let's pick the winner.
Yes.
And super chats are just flying in here. But by the way, thanks for the super chat, Freedom Adventures. We appreciate it, man. And then we got another super chat from David O'Connor. Thank you for the super chat. Actually, I think Freedom Adventures might have a YouTube channel as well. I'm pretty sure he does. So, and he makes some. Where are you going?
I thought we were doing a random winner.
Oh. Did you already pinned Freedom Adventures?
Yeah, I already pinned it.
Oh, okay. Well, I was gonna say I think he's a local YouTuber as well, Northwest YouTuber. I think he's in Southern Oregon, but I can't remember, to be honest. There's so many of them out there. What do we got, Clint? Who do we got? Mark Karpyuk.
He's really helping you with the name.
Yeah, he's
the randomizer is really helping us.
Dude, it wouldn't matter anyway. I'm like terrible at reading. I don't know how to pronounce people's names, and I can barely read or write. So, Mark, you won yourself
fairly illiterate
some trout worms and some addicted bead hooks. Shoot us an email to orders@addicted.fishing. Orders@addicted.fishing. Make sure you include your name, your shipping address, and let us know that you won 3 packs of addicted micro worms and some bead hooks. And he's stoked about it.
Go shad.
What's the thing? Someone explain to me, maybe someone out here watching can explain to me why everyone says, let's go. Because Mark just got excited, and he said, let's go.
Because
what is that? Why does everyone say, like, he'll hook a fish, and he'll be like, let's go? And I'm like, okay, we're leaving?
Let's go.
Like, what are we doing? Why are we leaving? We just got one.
Let's go.
I'm struggling to figure out what the let's go thing is. I'm not going to go off on
a tangent here, but it's a pet peeve of mine.
I'm struggling. I want to know, I want to know what it is.
I say, hell yeah, we got one.
Yeah.
All right, everybody, on to the next big thing. This is one that a lot of people overlook. but can be one of the most effective ways to catch these darn springers sometimes, especially clear water and especially in a really, really high density situation with a lot of fishermen. And that is fishing a good old fashioned bead. I'm going to go to the side cam here. A lot of times, I've caught salmon, I've caught Chinook salmon on every size of bead. Whether it be from these big 14, 20, 22 mil beads, all the way down to your typical like natural 8 mil, 10 mil beads. But this is a great cleanup. This is a great cleanup presentation. I have this set up with that little glass bead underneath it. This is the incognito bead. I think it's like the orange special.
Look at the camera.
I think it's like the orange special.
Why is it so dull? Like, why? I don't understand why it's so dark over there.
I don't know. It's blurry too. This is one of Randy Bell's great beads. It has that little glass bead below it. We got our Advantage hook, size 2 on here, just below it.
If you put your hand behind it, Jordan, so it has a backdrop, it won't do that. You know what I mean?
Have my Advantage hook,
bit further away.
size 2 on there. Oh, they get the idea. I'm getting caught up in this.
Are you going to show like placement of the bead and stuff?
Yes, it's 3 fingers away, okay? There you go.
Jordan doesn't like sidekick.
No, it's
Or headphones or...
No, don't get me out of my realm. But, sorry, Clint, I didn't mean that. But any kind of bead fishing can work really, really good for cleaning up after these fish. We see it in coho fishing. We see it in Chinook fishing, whether it's the spring Chinook, summer, fall. They like round things that are the right size and the right color. It's the thing about fish. They like, if it's the right profile and it's the right color, odds are they're going to grab it as it goes by them. And I tend to use these beads, whether, again, it can be any size, when I know there's fish there and I'm not catching them. So using any kind of 14 mil, whether it be orange, whether it be pink, running through the motions of using different colors, maybe even running a double bead, can really help clean up. And I'm not going to say go to every hole and throw this first. Especially early in the season like this, I find a lot of times when I fish the beads the most, we end up catching old steelhead from the wintertime, some holdover fish. But when there starts to be a lot of fish in the river, having that little setup with that bead, the exact same bead setup that we'd use for steelhead, I got a 1/2 ounce clear drift float. I got a big old chunk of pencil lead on there. Same style of rod. I got a 9.9 Okuma Guide Select on here. Again, a rod that's a little undergunned, but will stand up to the test of most spring Chinooks.
Yeah.
Another bumper line.
Those the bead hooks.
Okay. We got my bumper line, and then what I'm running here is a little more of a stealthy presentation leader. I got about 6.5 foot of leader with 2 number 6 split shots in line in between. Let me show you that on the side cam here. So I got my pencil lead. I go about 3 feet down to split shot in line, about another 2.5 feet.
879.
Another 2.5 feet down to my other split shot, all the way down to my bead and then my hook. So great setup, great stealthy presentation for when you know there's fish and there's a lot of pressure on that hole or river in particular. And I've been amazed many times. This setup has saved my day many a time. So do not forget about your bead fishing when you're going after these springers.
Absolutely. I know a lot of guys that use it.
A lot of guys that swear by it. I mean, they damn near use it before they use bait. Mm-hmm. And it is a good thing too. Like if you're coming into a hole and you're not sure if there's fish there, and you want to save some bait. Maybe you don't have a lot of eggs. Maybe you're fishing through a run that you don't want to waste the 3 or 4 or 5 really good baits that you have left in your can on that spot. Throwing that bead, which is still that same kind of egg presentation. It's keying on that same sort of mentality for that fish. It doesn't have the scent. You can add that Procure scent to it. Any sort of jelly addicted winter chrome blend even works really good because that has ground up eggs in it. But adding scent to that bead and then fishing that in the place of eggs sometimes can really work. It works really good sometimes. So
sweet.
We're not going to talk a whole lot about that. Keep your profiles right. Keep your colors different. And give the bead a try out there.
Thanks for the super chat, TJ. We appreciate it. He says, I love the collabs and camaraderie you have with other channels. This lesson is fantastic and timely. Thank you, TJ. We appreciate it, man. We have some other collabs in the works, some channels that we're going to be fishing with, especially there's a lot of YouTubers that are doing this full time. They use the summertime to kind of travel around and collab with other channels. And so I've been in talks with a few different YouTube channels around the country that are going to be heading out this way during the summertime, and so we're going to be trying to link up with them. Some really cool channels, some guys that I really like out there. So we got some more collabs coming. Just
be heading
on the
south.
lookout. And we're also going to be going somewhere. So.
Yes.
Shh.
All right.
Don't tell him, Jordan.
Okay. So,
And we got another super chat. Father of Doom, thank you for the super chat. Will you do another fishing showdown? Yes.
of course.
We love those showdowns, and we're going to try to come up with some other formats for them, too, to make them more fun. We thought about doing showdowns where it was like 2 of us fishing, like maybe we do the rooster tail versus, another lure, and Jordan's got the rooster tail, and I have another lure. We talked about different ways to do it, so we're going to keep evolving those showdowns. We're glad you guys like those. Those are fun to make.
14-day challenge. Yeah, I don't know. Yet.
It'd be tough.
It would be good, but we just don't really have that kind of time right now, guys.
Yeah.
We are so swamped. But
yeah, once you guys... So just so you guys know, we want to be super transparent with you guys. One of our goals here with this YouTube channel and everything we're doing here with Addicted is we want to get Jordan full-time. We want to get the YouTube channel to a point in its time where we can basically get Jordan to go full-time on the YouTube channel and only focus on making videos for you guys. But right now, just to be transparent, we're not making enough money. So once we get to that point, once we're making enough money and we can afford to get Jordan to go full-time, and he doesn't have, he guides for a living right now. Jordan makes the majority of his money being a fishing guide. And yes, Addicted pays Jordan some money, but it's not enough yet. And so once we get it to that opportunity where I can afford to pay Jordan enough money to where he doesn't have to guide as much anymore, that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to do 14-day challenges. We're going to do, all sorts of crazy, cool stuff. Jordan probably will start traveling all over the world for all I know. I have no idea what he plans to do, but eventually when we can get it to that point and we can grow the channel to that point, that's the goal is to hopefully get Jordan to where he's full-time at this thing, just educating, entertaining, and inspiring anglers of all skill levels. Just
and
like
that's
our motto
all thanks
says.
to you guys out there.
Yeah.
So let's just keep doing this all together, pushing forward.
Yeah, we appreciate it, and I just wanted to be transparent with you. That's why sometimes we aren't able to do the things that we want to do. Is just because all of us are still working full-time in the back end and the behind the scenes, just doing this on the side. So we appreciate it. And people keep asking where we're at for subs. We are at 199,882. I said that terrible. 199,882. So we are now less than 100. What is that? 118 subs away.
Yep. Look at you, mental math for Marlin.
I'm terrible.
Next giveaway should be a trip with Jordan and the full Addicted crew film. Jordan, looking forward to our upcoming trips. George, I'm looking forward to it too, brother. Looking forward to seeing you, the old man. Should be good fishing.
Oh, dude, I think we might break it, dude. We just got 2 more subs. Like, if they keep coming in, dude, if you guys keep sharing this out, how many people are live right now? How many people are live right now?
We're getting closer to 5.
We're approaching 500, so you guys are definitely helping.
Share it out to groups, different groups on Facebook.
James says, good math, Marlon. Yeah, I'm terrible at math. I'm terrible at reading. Terrible at writing.
George, and please, at least always guide, at least for me.
Yeah.
I love it, George. Of course. I'll always get you and the family out, man.
Yeah, thank you, Kyron. We appreciate it, man. And seriously, just to get touchy-feely here for a second, we're excited, too. It's crazy to see how much this Addicted community has grown over the last, I've been doing this for 11 years now. How long have you been with Addicted, Jordan, hanging out with me and being
I think it was 2014 or 15.
So
16.
6 years.
I don't know when it was before we made the first Addicted movie, and that was 5 or 6 years ago.
Yeah.
6 years ago now.
Yeah. So 6-7 years. So
it's
yeah,
gone fast.
we've been at this for a really long time, guys, and we're just gonna keep grinding and keep chasing it, and
So
someday,
we're all gray.
hopefully someday we'll get there.
Yeah.
Super chat $5. Thank you, Kevin, for the super chat. Can you teach my girlfriend how to catch fish? I'm sure he could. If you give Jordan a call, shoot him a message, he can get you out on a guided trip, and he can definitely teach you and your girlfriend some more about fishing.
And if not, we got lots of stuff on this channel that you're watching right now that will help you immensely if you can't make it out.
Just start making your girlfriend binge watch our YouTube videos.
Yes.
Yeah, get her to subscribe. We might hit 200.
Women are usually better at paying attention to that kind of stuff than us men are. So.
Everybody go get their wives to subscribe to the channel.
Yes.
Thanks, James.
And there's even cooking for them. If you want them to learn some cool recipes on how to cook your catch, there you go.
Oh, we got another super chat. Northwest Trout Stream. Thanks, Trout Stream. I can't even talk. See, now I can't talk. Now I can't read. I can't write. I can't do math. And I don't know how to
He's
talk.
having a stroke.
Northwest Trout Stream. Thank you for the super chat. I think he's another local YouTube channel as well, so make sure you guys go check him out.
Lance, you can...
Cedro Woolley, I think. So, like, Northwest.
Nice.
Nice. Lance says plug how to get Jordan for a guide. Either on Instagram, here on YouTube, you can comment to the page. You can find us on addicted.fishing and or just my personal page.
No, don't reach out to addicted.fishing.
Not anymore?
No.
Okay, don't do
If
that.
you want to go fishing with
Don't
Jordan,
do that.
call Jordan.
Do not call Mike at orders@addicted.fishing because he will not help you.
No, if
He'll just take your money and won't tell me.
No, if you shoot us an email, we'll get you connected with
Just
Jordan.
kidding, everybody.
We'll definitely get you connected with Jordan if you shoot us an email. But the quickest way is going to be just
Sharon.
200K. Let's go.
Let's go.
That's it, Sharon.
You're funny.
I'm pouring a bucket of water on you when I get home.
Oh, God. Well, she started it. She started the face. Fish head soup. Oh, my God. That fish head soup was so good.
Except you made it wrong.
I did make it wrong, but it still was unreal. Sean licked the pot. But yeah, if you guys want to go on a guided trip.
Jordan guides in Washington and Oregon, all over the place. He does a ton of different fisheries, and Jordan focuses a lot more on just it's a lot about the experience. You're going to catch fish with Jordan, you're going to learn a lot, but he's going to take you into really cool places. You're going to see some beautiful country. You're going to be, doing a lot more like, one-on-one fishing with Jordan, hanging out with him in the raft and floating places that you might not necessarily ever see again. And yeah, it's a great time fishing with Jordan. So if you guys haven't done it, make sure you hit him up, and you'll be able to fish with him in 2024. No one caught that.
2024.
Yeah.
I was reading. But yes, everybody, we can get you out there.
Would you quit pinning Sharon's comments, Clint?
Changing the locks.
Copty, we got a super chat from Canada. Thank you so much. He says, my gal can fish better than me any day. That's awesome, man.
Hey, say hi
Thank
to
you
the
for the
people.
super chat.
Oh, thank you.
When is Jordan going to guide the Big River? Probably never.
Oh, just say hi, little. Say hi to the
Yeah,
people.
guys, it's just not in. Jordan's goals is to take this addicted thing. That's kind of all of our goals is to take that, into the future and hopefully make that, Jordan's living someday is addicted fishing, and that's kind of the goal. And so, the big river's not in the plans, folks.
Yes. Until summer Chinook season when we get to sit on anchor. And it's easy to catch them.
Yeah, Jordan has his Coast Guard and stuff, so he can take you out.
I have a
and
sled.
He's going to do some fall fishing, I'm sure, in the Big River. But and you just got a new sled.
Just got a
17-footer, right?
bitchin' little sled.
17-footer.
Good night. It's only maximum 4 people in it, so small trips, VIP style. You guys get to go out with just your friends. You don't get thrown in the boat with a bunch of people. Ooh. Everybody's loving Little. Yep, Little's in the house.
Dude, you guys are rocking it. The super chats are coming in like crazy now. Thank you.
Thank you so much,
just
everybody.
Freaking blowing the super chats. Another one. We got one from Tight Lines Fighters. Thank you for the super chat. Oh, Tight Lines Fighter says he has a YouTube channel as well, so you guys make sure you check it out if you haven't. And then we got, hope you guys
No, I'm
book
not
a
bald,
trip.
buddy. Lots of hair.
Hope you guys book a trip
On the
to
back.
call.
Yeah.
Salmon soon. Awesome. Thanks for the super chat, Salmon Slayer. Appreciate it. All right. We need to move on to twitching, dude.
Yes. Let's cover the last and maybe the most important fact of this show.
Very underutilized, in my opinion.
Hey, oh, we had some wives subscribe.
Yes, we got some wives
We're
subscribing.
111 away.
Fishing with Magnus has a YouTube channel as well. There's a lot of YouTube channel guys here tuning in. Thank you guys for watching the feed. And
Little
keep at,
needs his own share.
If you guys have a YouTube channel out there, if there's one thing that I could tell you for a piece of advice, if you're trying to start a YouTube channel, the number one most important thing when it comes to YouTube is to put videos out. Consistency. Drop videos, put them out on your channel. Don't put a video out 1 week and then wait 4 months to put out another video. Pick a schedule, figure out what you're going to do, and consistently put out YouTube content. That is the number one most important thing on YouTube. If you guys want a little bone that I just threw you. Yep, that's right, Joshua. I did. We've caught a lot of Chinook twitching for coho, a ton. Fall Chinook, a ton of fall Chinook twitching for coho, and let's talk about it. Let's talk about using these for springers because I don't think very many people do. I know there's people out there doing it, obviously. I'm not saying it's some secret.
It is not a mainstream thing.
No.
Whatsoever. And mainly, I say this all the time. There's no gimmick in fishing. There's no gimmicks at the tackle shop. every single thing that's on the shelf at any...
Except UV scent spray.
All right. Well,
There was like some spray that was like you could spray UV on your lure, and I was like, no.
UV blast works 100%.
100%. 100% of the time.
I didn't mean to
all
cut
the
you
time.
off.
It's all right. It's all right. I'm used to it. We're all used to
Me
it
too.
at this point.
Yeah, we all are.
But it's just not a mainstream thing that's considered to work very well. It's like saying that you couldn't go out and throw a bunch of wigglers, Brad's wigglers for springers and wouldn't nail on them. You would. And there's no gimmicks in fishing, especially for any sort of sea run fish. They all eat the same stuff. They're all in the same ocean, and they're all chasing after things. And the main point of it is they're all in a foreign environment. They're all back in a river. They're stressed. They're in a tight area. They're around a bunch of other fish that they're not used to, and they're aggressive. And that's why we go and catch them, because they're aggressive and they taste good sometimes. But using that twitching for spring Chinook is something that people don't talk about, but it's very, very worthwhile method to use. And the way we have this set up is just our typical, obviously, 7.5 foot Okuma Guide Select twitching rod. What is that? It's a 8 to 15 pound, but that sounds a little bit light in this instance. But the 8 to 15 on a 7.5 foot rod is much different than an 8 to 15 on a 10.5 foot rod. So this thing has a ton of backbone. It's got a lot of stiffness to it, so that you can feel that jig moving. You want to be able to make contact with that jig, and you want to be able to feel when that fish picks it up. You want to be jigging, and as soon as that thing grabs it, you go to lift, and that thing's on there, and there's no doubt about it. Outfit I used to work for in Alaska, we used to use ugly sticks for twitching, and there was times over and over people would be twitching and they'd twitch 10 times in a row, and I'd be like, well, you have one, there's a fish on there, you have one. But the thing was that bite wasn't registering, that tension in the line wasn't registering all the way through the rod and into their hand like they do with a stiffer rod like this. So anything under 8.5 feet, you don't want to be twitching with a long rod, especially for these Chinook, because you want to have that backbone. You're really needing to find bottom. A lot of the what we're going to talk about here really quick is the fact that we made these 1 ounce twitching jigs. Whoa, close up.
What'd you do?
I was ready for my close up. Clint knew it. The 1 ounce twitching jigs that we created were primarily based off of fishing for Chinook salmon, whether it be springers or fall. Look how little.
Widow, what are you doing?
Is this on purpose? Oh God.
What, you don't like it?
Uh-oh.
I do like it when you do that. It makes it more dynamic.
I'm
Okay.
trying to get the jig.
Yeah,
He's
quit-
holding
Okay,
the
zoom
jig
in.
up.
Zoom in. I won't move this time.
Quit being weird, dude.
All right. It was just tripping me out, man. But the 1 ounce twitchers were primarily designed for Chinook fishing.
Well, I can tell the story if you want. So what would happen is, guys, is we were fishing a local river that had super, super deep holes, and these fish weren't really wanting to eat bait. Like, we were struggling to catch the springers on bait. So we started playing with all sorts of stuff. We started playing with, what are you guys laughing about?
He keeps fucking...
Shut up. Before I punch you in the head, Clint.
Why is it me? I'm not doing anything.
This is getting off the rails,
Hey, who
guys.
thinks we should punch Clint in the head?
Jesus.
Okay, anyway, so we're fishing this river, and we're struggling to catch these springers on bait, and so we started playing with a bunch of different stuff. We started making like our own really heavy hoochies. We started tying our own really heavy jigs on bottom fishing jigs. 1 ounce, 1.5 ounce, 2 ounce, basically tying our own jigs with our twitching jig material that we were using, testing our twitching jigs. And what we found was that these springers were crushing these twitching jigs. Like our hoochie death jigs that we make, and then our 1 ounce twitching jigs, they were working so extremely well that we were like, we need to put out a heavier twitching jig. So that's where the 1 ounce twitching jig was born, was actually fishing for springers. It was never even a coho fishing thing when we originally made it. Obviously, it transformed into that, and it works extremely well for coho too. But originally, when we designed this thing, it was made for spring Chinook.
It's just it's a lure that was, and it's a specific lure that was designed for fishing deep water. Obviously, that's why it's 1 ounce.
Yep.
It's not the fact that it falls faster. It's not the fact that it has a larger profile. But the basis of it is getting down into a spot like a place where a Chinook salmon's going to live. Mm-hmm. A lot of times it's not going to be your typical walking speed, 6 to 8 foot of water. It's going to be 15 to 30 feet, and which takes a lot of skill and the right setup to fish. So having that 1 ounce, like lately is when I go out and start springer fishing here, I'll take the 3/4, but I don't even touch the 1/2 ounce. The 1/2 ounce is for stagnant, stale water, side pools, areas where you want that thing to be able to fall slow around a lot of fish. The 1 ounces and the 3/4 ounces are super effective for fishing the moving water, super fast, heavy water, like rapids even, and those big deep springer holes, which we'll talk about more in live feeds post to this, where we're going to talk more about how to actually find these fish rather than just what to use.
Well, and springers, they tend to react. Like, they don't like that thing twitching in their face. Like, they're a super aggressive, mean fish. And so the twitching jig just twitching in their face with all these different colors and stuff that we offer, which, by the way, this is the best one by far, in my opinion. Jordan's going to say Nightmare. But
that's what I caught my fish on today.
Not for springers.
Yeah, well, I wish I would have switched to that.
You didn't fish it all.
Black Magic.
Yeah,
I didn't switch to Black Magic.
A chartreuse head with just a full black body works so damn good for springers. It's so many different scenarios I've caught fish using that. Anything really with chartreuse I felt like works really good. But also I know the Nightmare works well too.
I'll ride or die with this one right here.
With the Nightmare?
Oh God.
Yeah.
It's too good to be true.
So talk about it a little bit more.
I did
dive into
Let
it.
me skip back just really quick. I talked about the rod. I like a 40 series reel. I have this 30 series reel on here. This is RTX. They don't even make these anymore here at Okuma. But I will say I don't like the 30 series reel for twitching for springers. I want more line, and mainly because we're fishing such deep water sometimes. If we're fishing a 30-foot deep hole, half of that spool is gone by the time you're to the bottom, and then maybe you hook a big fish and it runs the tail out. You're damn near spooled every time. So I like a 40 or a 4000 series reel on the twitching rod. Going back to the same thing as like the lure fishing that we were talking about with the spinners, 30-pound test is a must. For me, it's very imperative. I want to have that 30-pound test because I need that line getting through there and all the way to the bottom. I like to tie a bumper on there. I got about a 6.5-foot bumper on that with 20-pound test straight down to my jig. If I'm fishing super silty water like you see like in the northern Puget Sound areas or maybe parts of Oregon, you can go with that braided line straight to the jig. That way you're not going to lose those jigs as easily. But I still would recommend blacking out that line a little bit, giving it a little bit more of that darker profile so that they're not seeing that bright orange line in their face. But 20-pound bumper down to my jig. And the color thing is, we made all these colors for a reason. And just like I said a minute ago with the gimmick thing, there's no gimmicks in these colors. Every single one of them, I've caught a fish on every single color addicted twitching jig. Some more than others, but that's more because I put them on more.
You fish them a lot.
That's what I put on my clients' rods. And when I fish them, I see my clients catch them, so that's what I put on when I get the chance. But having that range, like Marlon here, we got blurple, we got purple.
Side cam them all.
What is this? What color is that? Blue or purple?
I have no idea.
Okay.
Oh, it's pink, blue, purple. Hot pink, blue collar, purple body.
All right. So,
side cam.
Yeah, we got a few of the different colors here, and they're all Chinook colors. They're all coho colors. They're all fishy colors. Let's come on over. Here's some of the 1 ounces that we got here. So we got Black Magic. We got the pink head with the blurple body. We got the all blurple, and then the old Mater Nightmare. Best-selling jig we make.
But we have a ton of different colors, guys. And again, the Addicted Twitching jigs are on our website. You can also keep going, Clint. We got more.
We got one of the Seahawks, and we're missing a few here. We got all pink. We have the old disco jig.
There's a ton of different colors. Again, if you go to our website, www.addicted.fishing, you can get, I think we carry a lot of the 1 ounce colors. If we don't have that color, you can get them all. There's retailers all over the Northwest, Sportsman's, Bob's,
and
Fisherman's.
Mustad. You can get your discount at Mustad too.
Yep.
Addicted 20. If you guys want to get that Mustad discount on any Addicted product at mustad.com. Actually, any product.
Anything on Mustad.
Anything. Yep. Use it.
Yep.
But
yeah, I seriously like these twitching jigs are no joke for springers. Like, I want people to understand how well they really, really do work.
Today I fished. I started late. I fished water I was not familiar with. I've never caught a springer in this river that I fished.
Yep.
Personally, I'm going to straight up admit it. I've never really fished for him. And I hooked 3 fish, and all I did was twitch.
Yep.
And after I hooked the first one, I put my bait rod away. I kind of quit throwing spinners, and I twitched every hole. And so that goes to show, like, from an experienced fisherman, I saw that difference. I saw the versatility of it, and I knew how quickly I could fish through every hole.
Yep.
That was the big thing.
So another thing that works really, really well, aside from the Addicted Twitching jigs, is just really it's anything that's heavy. But we like the Addicted Twitching jigs because with this material, they hold such a good body at 30 feet or 20 feet or 15 feet of water. You want like a big profile down there in that fish's face to piss him off. So another thing that I found worked really well over the years of testing it is buzz bombs. And I know a lot of people talk about buzz bombs, and they talk about buzz bombs being like a snagging lure, but the Spring Chinook will absolutely crush a twitched buzz bomb. They love it. And what I tend to do a lot is I'll cast it out into the water and I'll cast it just slightly upriver at a 45 degree. I'll let the buzz bomb fall. I'll let it hit bottom basically one time as soon as it ticks, and then I'll give it a big twitch, let it fall again. Give it a big twitch, let it fall again. And I have caught so many springers twitching those buzz bombs. It's incredible. And the 4-ounce ones work really, really well. And I like to also put a hoochie on the end of the buzz bomb so you have just a little bit more extra enticement for those spring Chinook. And then I'll put scent on the hoochie as well. So just another thing that you can put in your bag if you're out there twitching. They work really well. They work really, really, really well.
It's the truth, and that's something I've even done a lot of. The hoochie is not something to look past either. Mainly, like before we had these 1-ounces out, when I had just a couple samples, even the last couple of years, I was using like a 2-ounce jig head, sticking a hoochie on the end of it, and tossing it into deep holes, and it was working. So just the twitching motion, you guys, just that up and down factor, that falling presentation in front of those fish, in front of a predator. In front of a predatory fish, something that has made its life off of eating what was dying in front of it.
96 subs away.
No way.
Yep.
Oh, gosh.
We're 96 subs away, guys. Can we do it? Can we break 200,000 subs? I better go find a prize. I feel like I need to go find something good.
Well, we're going to have to figure out a way to keep this going for another few half hours.
Have you covered all the twitching?
We're getting there.
We're getting there. We're getting there.
Make this happen, guys. Come on. I got a guide in the morning.
Let me go see if I can find a good prize. You keep entertaining.
Okay. I don't know what to do with my hands.
I don't know what to do with my hands. Someone commented about your watch on one of the videos.
I'm a watch guy now.
Here.
What did they say? Were they talking trash?
Does that make you feel better?
Oh, that's much better. I'm ready for my close-up. All right. But the twitching thing is, again, it's something, guys, that even I myself am fairly new to when it comes to the Chinook game. It's something that I found works very well in an area where there's a lot of people fishing. It works very well in super clear water with that big jig like that because it falls past those fish super quickly. Somebody raising, yeah, I'm not going to start dancing. I got 2 left feet. I only slow dance, man. What kind of watch am I wearing? I don't know. I think it's a Swiss watch. It's a Swiss Army watch, everybody. But it's a method that has been overlooked for a long time. But mainly, kind of covering the basis of what we've talked about tonight. Model some tank tops, Jesse G. Well, we might be doing that soon. Again, I'm not going to spoil the alert for the summer drop, but we got some cool summertime apparel coming out here soon. So, but there's a lot of different methods, and it comes along the lines of being different than the guys around you. So using those 1-ounce twitchers, I see we have a comment just came in asking about jerk baits. Using those jerk baits, using the buzz bombs, any sort of 2-ounce cast masters. There's all kinds of different methods that you can use to target these fish. And what I do is I use that systematic process where I start with what I know works as bait. I go to that next method where I know I'm going to get one on a spinner. After that, I try a twitching jig. After that, I might put a marabou jig under a float. After that, I might try a buzz bomb. And it just depends on what that fish or what those rivers are telling you. If you're in a place where there's a lot of fish around, where there's opportunity, and you don't want to walk away yet, the idea is to just be versatile and keep trying. One thing that's my biggest pet peeve when I'm fishing a lot of the time is standing in one spot and making the same cast. I can't do it. I have fishing ADD to the max. I can't stand in one spot and keep fishing behind one rock. So for me, I like to change, I like to move, and I like to constantly be giving those fish something different to look at. So where did we miss a super chat? Clint and Marlon are both out of the room, everybody. I'm here all alone with my little dog. I do not know what is going on. Uh-oh, guys, look at this prize. The prize is coming in the door.
Did they see it?
No, I don't know. They might have seen the box a little bit.
Did they see it?
Man,
What are we at?
hang on.
907. We need 93 more subs. 93 more subscribers.
908.
And this is what we're going to give away, folks.
Dun, dun, dun.
Da-da. Da-da-da-da-da. We have a Kong 20-quart bait cooler for one lucky YouTube subscriber out there who's going to win one of these. If you're subscribed to our YouTube channel and you helped us get to 200,000 subscribers tonight, someone's going to win a Kong 20 quart cooler. And if you guys haven't seen these, this is their new bait cooler. Comes with a strap, so you can do like a shoulder strap and carry it one-armed. Super legit cooler. Freaking love these things. And there's a little Kong sticker inside here. Kong 20 quart. We're going to give away a Kong 20 quart cooler if we get our subs to 200,000. We're at 911 right now. 199,911. We're at 199,911 subscribers. And we are going to have a free 20 quart Kong cooler. And there's no promises on this thing. It was a new cooler, but it does look like it's got a couple little like surface scratches in the top of it. So it might have a couple little like slight blemishes because Cameron was going to use this cooler in his boat, and then he decided to stick with the 25 quart. So he didn't use it. So he gave it back to me. And now one of you guys is going to get it.
Now it's Lucas. Don't all my friends know?
You should answer it.
Okay.
Lucas will be entertaining.
Oh, he always is. Tell me a story, Lucas.
What's happening?
We're live. Tell me. I was gonna. I made sure to let you know that we're live. But tell me a story, dude. Tell me what Peter Griffin says about pie.
Well, you know what? It's a wonderful day for pie. You can taste all the bites in the sky. And they'll tell you real sweet with a musical tweet. It's a wonderful day for pie.
For pie.
Brian, let's live in this world. Seems pretty intoxicating to me.
How's it going out there, man?
What?
How's it going out there in the old M State?
Dude, pretty good, man. Just almost back to Woodland.
People are just digging it. People are loving you here tonight, dude. Well, let me give you a call back in just a little bit. We're almost done with live feed here. We're trying to break 200,000 subs.
Absolutely.
Are you serious?
Oh yeah, we're trying to get to 200,000. Tell us a little bit about your trip. So, Lucas, everybody, is the web designer and editor for Salmon Trout Steelheader. Awesome partners of ours, good friends, and he just took a trip out to Montana to do some fly fishing. And you were doing some stuff for Fly Tying and Fishing Journal, right?
Yeah, Fly Fishing and Tying Journal. Keep
Oh,
going. I'm gonna
excuse
have
my
bad service
dyslexia.
for about 1 minute. Okay.
What's that?
I got bad service for 1 minute. Keep talking, Jordan.
1 minute. So he was out there catching. What did you say? I think one day they got 3 or 4 or 5 species in one day.
Oh yeah, easy. Yep.
So they were fishing for brown trout, rainbows, probably bull trout. I'm guessing cutthroat. I'm sure there was some smallmouth bass. There's all kinds of cool stuff.
Yes, absolutely, Jordan. You're dead on. And hey, let's just talk a little bit about the Columbia and the Snake River in general. When you go up into a place like the Henry's Fork of the Snake River, you realize the historical potential for summer steelhead in the Columbia. It is an incredible habitat.
It almost brings a tear to your eye, doesn't it, when you see places like that where they don't exist?
Jordan, they could exist. Do you know what it takes?
A dam being removed.
Yeah, you just remove a dam or two or even add fish passage.
Yes.
Why haven't we done that?
We're trying. Our good friends Buzz Ramsey and a ton of people in the Northwest are making big efforts for it. Am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong, but here's the thing. They're going for 3 dams.
Yes.
Do you think we should go for 3 at the start, or should we just go for 1 and then move on to the second and third?
I think we should go for 3 at the start.
Hey, I'm all for it if we can get it through. But here's the point that I'm making, Jordan, is that the opportunity that used to be available could...
Lost him.
Oh, did we lose you?
We lost him.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hey, Jordan?
Yeah, I'm here. We're back.
I hit mute with my fat ass, my cheek. Okay, but listen to this. Jordan, the historical potential that we had, at least I would say 50% of that could be had, ideally. It's not an adult problem, it's a small problem. You got those fry coming down the Snake, and it gets really slow, and the freaking catfish, smallmouth bass, and everything else in there can eat them on the way down. but you remove those lower 3 Snake River dams, you give those smolt a much better survival rate. Jordan, we're looking at incredible runs of summer steelhead and summer Chinook. And you know what? Summer doesn't just mean summer for us. It means all the way from, I'd say, about May starting all the way through November. You've got salmon and steelhead migrating up there.
Yeah.
And we are just screwing the pooch.
Yep. Couldn't have said it better myself. Well,
Well,
that's awesome. That's awesome. You got to see it though. It takes the influence of the human eye sometimes to get to realize the detriment that we've made on fisheries like that, and when people in like your position and our position get to see that kind of stuff and see the impact, it gives us a lot of headway and a lot of steam to try to make something really happen for it.
Well, Jordan, I want to see a Addicted Life with Jordan Carnegie on the upper Henry's Fork when there is summer steelhead back in there. Until then, we're going to have incredible runs of rainbow trout and brown trout, and there is something to be said for that. It's very special. But I would like to see those upriver fish come back and create that fishery again.
Yes, sir.
So, Lucas, we're sitting here, dude. We got a Kong 20-quart Kong cooler that we're about to give away to someone if we break 200,000 subscribers. And right now we're at 199,928 subscribers.
29.
We need 70 more subs and we're breaking 200K on YouTube.
What other voices does he do?
Lucas is
what
just
does the
silent.
ex-president say?
We lost him again.
Like,
Or he muted himself.
No, I'm just amazed that you guys are already there. You guys were posting about getting 100,000 like what, 9 months ago?
Yeah, it wasn't that long ago. It's pretty crazy and pretty awesome.
So what is it about that that bump from 100 to 200K? Is it just kind of like a momentum thing or what?
Hard work.
Yeah.
No, I mean seriously, Lucas, think about it. When we were at 100K, dude, with Jordan, we were putting out from 100K to basically like 160, 70K. We were putting out 4 to 5 videos a week, every single week.
Wow.
And so that kind of like dedication to YouTube's platform, they reward it, and they show your content. They show it to people. If you're creating good quality content, YouTube will reward you.
Well, you guys are creators. So are you putting all of your eggs in the YouTube basket, or what's the deal?
No, we're not. We are, we got YouTube, we got Facebook, we got Instagram, we got a TikTok account that's about to break 100,000 people on it. We have, if people didn't know our closed Facebook group, we have a closed Facebook group that has about almost 70,000 members in it, I think, which is a pretty cool community. People are sharing their fish catches and talking about product, and Lucas, you're posting in there every once in a while about cool things.
Yes, and people should remember that in that group, although we're sharing fun stuff, it's not all 100% addicted approved.
Yeah, no, and that's it. If you guys don't know that, I'm sure I should probably talk about that more. Everything that's in the Addicted Fishing Forum, it's an open forum. We have like 25 moderators that we have in there that try to like clean up the group. But at the end of the day, we just do the best we can to keep it a good community, and it's kind of your guys's. We let you guys use it. We let you guys post. It's not the views and opinions of Addicted. We do our best to moderate it, and, we use it as a place to promote our products and promote our sponsors, and a place for you guys to have a cool community where you can link up with people. So, yeah. No, there will never be an Addicted OnlyFans.
Don't get this started again. We're not playing into this. Yeah.
What about Lucas? Did you catch
Doesn't matter, caught a fish.
Did you catch any bass on the way home?
Doesn't matter, caught a fish. And the haters gonna hate. Doesn't matter, caught a fish. Yeah, the photo wasn't great. Doesn't matter, caught a fish. And not a record in my state. Doesn't matter, caught a fish. What?
What?
Hey, Lucas, do you have that song you can pull up right now and play it for us?
I don't. I could send you a link.
Lucas
something
freestyled
like
for me in my driveway the other day. It was
I'm trying to
fantastic.
film that music video.
Is it on YouTube?
No, it's not. I'm waiting to film a music video with you. We got to catch tiny fish on like giant baits, or at least fake it and film it.
Or at least
I love
fake
it.
it.
I love it. You should send me the link to that song so we can play it for people. Luke.
Okay, I'll send it right now. I'm heading into the store, almost home. So here's the thing: we need to get that video going, and it's going to start with a lot of fun. All of us having fun catching some teeny fish, but at the very end, the last 30 seconds, I want to be just a complete sizzle reel of giant fish.
I love it. I love it. It's a great
all right,
idea.
so
don't forget, we're
stuff
supposed to. We'll meet up. Me and you are supposed to meet up soon. So.
Yeah, we're gonna do that. Okay, I'll send that over right now. I appreciate it, guys. Hope you have a good night. Let's go fishing soon.
All right, dude. Thanks
Sounds
for calling,
good,
Lucas.
man.
See ya.
Thanks. Bye.
Guys, the subs are just climbing. We're at 199, 936 now. And so if you guys are just now tuning in here, so everyone that's watching right now and tuned into this, one thing that you can do that will help us huge is go to the video right now, hit the thumbs up button, and just start dropping comments. Start asking questions. Start saying, tell us what your favorite addicted video is that's ever come out. That's one thing I'd love to know. What's your favorite addicted video? Another thing I want to know is who is your favorite character in Addicted? Do you like Jordan? Do you like me? Do you like Cam? Do you like Clint? There'll be like one person that likes Clint. Do you like Mike? There'll be like a half a person that likes Mike.
Pizza delivery.
Yeah, dude, people are getting their friends to sub. Hell yeah, get on it, guys.
Grab your wife's phone, your girlfriend's phone,
No,
your kids' phone.
No, we want legitimate subscribers. We don't want just random people. We want people that are actually going to watch our videos. Come on now. I knew it. I knew Sal was going to comment, Clint's the most valuable member of Addicted. That is the only person I knew. I was like, if Sal's watching, he's going to say he likes Clint.
Sal's our biggest supporter. He's always watching.
Oh, Little for sure.
Yes, Little's great.
Yes, Dr. Jackal, we will work on more stream trout videos. And we actually have a couple coming out really soon
Some really good ones.
that we just worked on. So we have some
Yep.
stream trout videos. And me and Jordan were talking. We got some ideas for a lot of good ones. They're just not open yet.
Yes. Yeah, where we're at here in the Northwest, a lot of our rivers a lot of our trout creeks and trout lakes don't even open until next week, at the end of next week, Memorial Day. So be ready for that. We got some time off at the beginning of that little stint that we're just going to jam pack in. But this week, probably, I'm guessing, we're going to have some. We went and filmed yesterday. Me and Sean went and hiked some creeks and stuff and got some awesome videos. So you guys are going to love them. Actually got to showcase some of these addicted worms, these micro worms.
And then today, Jordan did some Springer tutorials.
Uh-huh.
So we got some trout videos on the way. We got some Springer videos on the way. Yeah. Nice, Marco. Yeah, I've actually talked to a couple of the Guggen Squad guys in the past. At one point, Rob from Lunkers was going to come out here and steelhead fish with us, but nothing. It ended up like falling apart at the last minute because our fisheries here in the Northwest just weren't popping like they should, and Rob got super busy. So yeah, we'd love to collab with the Guggen Squad sometime. There's some of those guys are some really good fishermen, super cool dudes. I love Rob from Lunkers. He has a couple other brands that I'm very fond of. Some really funny brands that he's started and cool things that he's done. What else is everyone saying? Lots of people are saying Jordan's their favorite character. Oh, my wife said Marlin. Thanks, babe.
He said stop pitting our comments.
Except that one, Clint. The pumpkin video is his favorite. How many of you guys saw the pumpkin video? How many of you guys saw when we took a big, giant 500-pound pumpkin and turned it into a salmon smoker?
I like when you yell at Clint.
What are we at, Clint?
I'm busy trying to post comments.
9:43. We're getting close to only needing 50 subs. Come on, guys. Just share this out there. Share it on Twitter. Share it in Reddit. Share it on Facebook, on Instagram, everywhere. Let's see if we can get some more subs in here. But make sure there are people that like fishing. Come on, let's get people in here that actually like to fish and want to watch it. Pumpkin Smoker for the win.
Fishing groups on Facebook.
Hired Lug says, I like when Marlin drops F-bombs. Yeah, sorry, guys. I have to apologize over the years if I have accidentally slipped up and dropped a cuss bomb here and there. And you know what happens. It's life. Y'all need to do more Jordan parody commercials. I know. We've been talking about that. We want to do some more parody and some more funny stuff. Would you guys like to see that if we incorporated some more like comedy, some more like parodies, some more just fun? Because we have some really good ideas. We just haven't done any of them. What was the one you were gonna do?
Both. No,
You can't say it.
frog.
What?
The frog video.
The frog video, but I was talking about the one where you were gonna like the fishing hole one.
Oh yeah, how to find a fishing.
Yeah,
yes. We got some good ones coming.
Yeah.
I really want to do the frog.
Yes,
one,
and
though.
Phil, if you guys did not watch the giant pumpkin video, you need to go watch that. I am just completely annoyed that video didn't go viral. That video should have went viral.
It still can though.
That
With the
video
help of you guys.
should have went viral for sure, and it didn't. But check it out. At the very end of the video, we blow it up, and pumpkin flies like 1,000 feet in the air all over us and rains on us. It's amazing. And what you guys didn't see in that video is Cameron shot like 8 times and missed like 8 times in a row.
Mr. Perfect.
Yeah,
I only need one bullet.
he brings like 5 shells with him, wasn't it? Or 6?
He brought 5.
No, he had to go back and he only
He had to go
brought
back
2
to
or
his
3,
truck.
and he had to go back to his truck. And
He
said,
goes-
I only need 1.
He tells us it's only going to take 1, and he fires his first shot, misses.
Bounces
Fires the
it off the
second shot,
ground.
misses. Fires the third shot, misses. It took like 5 shots.
Walk back to the truck, get more rounds. But what episode was the prank with you ending up in handcuffs?
What episode was it? Was that on
That was the pumpkin.
That's on
No,
the pumpkin.
that was after
No,
the pumpkin.
It didn't come out in the pumpkin episode.
Which one was it?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I don't think it was part of it.
Yeah, I got pranked pretty good too, guys. They pranked me basically that I was going to get arrested by. You got to go watch it. There's a video where I get pranked where I'm going to get arrested, and I don't remember the video. I'm sure some of you addicts out there know which video it's in.
I don't think it was in the pumpkin.
Cody, we are going to Alaska soon. We actually have a couple trips planned this year filming in Alaska, and actually, if you guys haven't heard, we are filming Addicted Alaska 3 this year. This will round out the series. We probably won't make any more Addicted Alaska videos. This is going to be it. Number 3, round it out. It's happening this year, and we're excited about it.
They say the Christmas Santa giveaway, babe.
That's where they did it?
Like that, maybe.
Huh.
Ooh, hang on. Let me update the number.
The live feed where Marlon hooked his pants. Yes, Sal, there's going to be some halibut fishing happening, buddy. What's the number, Clint?
957.
No, it's 960.
Okay.
Yep. This update's quicker in the YouTube studio.
63.
61.
Mine says 63.
Mine says 64. Holy crap, they're coming in like quick. Let's go! Let's go!
Let's go.
Let's go! No?
Yeah, do it.
No.
Jordan. Let's get a let's go from Jordan.
Yes, Cody, we've been talking about doing a little cam. We need to do a little cam.
Yeah, send us some stuff with. We've seen some harnesses online of little harnesses that are actually built just for GoPros on the back of the dogs. I think it'd be so much fun to get.
I have one. You can use it.
Do you? It's gonna be too big though. We've got big labs.
But
Yeah.
it's made by GoPro. You can shrink it.
Okay.
Yeah, they got me good with that moose shed, guys. If you guys didn't know, I'm a huge shed hunter. I love to go shed hunting. It's one of my favorite things to do in the world. And when we went to Alaska, Cam totally pranked me that he found a moose shed like right off the side of the river, and I about lost my mind. So if you haven't seen that, it's in Addicted Alaska 2?
Yeah.
Too. Yeah.
Yeah. It's in Addicted Alaska 2, the Winter Crumbling, the Steelhead Edition one.
I love
Jordan
when
was
you-
giggling over there at something. Awesome.
Well, is there anything else we can cover Springer wise?
No,
I
but
don't
we
think
do.
so.
We do have another. We could do the other giveaway really quick. Clint, just announce it. The end of the show one.
Yeah.
And what about pictures? Do we have any pictures?
I don't know. Mike.
Oh, the bear call, the wolf call prank in the first Addicted Alaska movie. That was pretty killer. That was
Yeah.
a great prank. Marlon was playing his boombox all day, and he's like, "Oh, I got all these predator calls," and he started playing them, and we all kind of like it got eerie.
Adam.
Honestly,
Adam Keenan, what's the score? I need to know, please. I'm really sad that I can't watch that. I saw a bunch of comments, dude. They're coming in way too fast. I missed so many things.
we did miss a super chat.
Oh, right there. Thank you for the super chat, Rogue.
Oh,
we appreciate
wonderful,
it.
buddy.
Oh,
But
hell
anyways,
yeah, dude.
Marlon was playing these predator calls on his speaker, and it like freaked. It kind of got eerie because it's all quiet. We're floating down the river, and he like plays these super gnarly predator calls, and we're like, "Ooh, that's kind of weird," you know. And we're like, "Wait a minute."
No,
That's-
at first we're like, dude, what if we call in a bear? Like,
Yeah.
at first we were like freaking ourselves
yeah,
out.
that's what I mean. Like we kind of got weirded out by these like super gnarly calls that he had on his phone, and we're like, "Oh my god, everybody's behind us because Jordan's the fastest rower. And I'm like, let's hide behind it. We got a spot here. Let's hide behind this stump and wait for somebody to come, and we'll play the speaker because he has this. I mean, it was louder than heck. Like nobody on the trip knew that we had a speaker or the predator calls, and so we hid behind the bushes. And you guys will have to check out the reaction from the guys because it was so good.
Oh, it was good.
Oh, it's classic.
It was good. It was hilarious. Yes, Sergi, I love basketball. It's the only sport that I watch and pay attention to. I watch a little bit of football when football seasons, but not very much. It's kind of like I just will put it on and watch stats and stuff, and then I like to watch the Super Bowl. But I'm not a big sports guy because it's always fishing. Like every time there's like sports happening, I want to be out like fishing. Like I don't want to be doing sports, watching sports. I want to go fishing.
Yep.
And
hunting.
Or hunting, exactly.
That's why I don't watch football. It's
Yeah.
during the wrong time of year.
Exactly. We got another super chat. He says,
If all the
plunking
sports
question.
could be in December, maybe I'd watch
Exactly.
them.
When you guys say plunk the ledges, are you talking about the slope down to the bottom or the bottom to the next slope? The bottom to the next slope. So basically, a lot of times what happens is that if you're plunking the ledges when you're fishing the Columbia, and say you're like standing on the bank and you're going out in the boat, you're gonna see on your fish finder as you're going out, there will be like these slight down troughs that'll happen, but then you'll see these like actual like ledges. Those are what you're looking for. You're not looking for like the slight downhill slope. You're looking for the actual like ledge that drops off, and that's where you want to fish it. So a lot of times I will literally like line my boat up to where if I'm fishing a triple spin glow setup, I'll line my boat up to where I run out, and as soon as I see that ledge, I'll drop the rock right off the ledge, right off the edge of it. That's what we're talking about. You should do giveaways for subscriber of the week, month, year. That's a good idea, George. Let me see if I can come up with an idea for that. Thank you for the super chat. We appreciate it. And don't forget, if you guys are new, you're just tuning in, or you haven't seen us, as soon as we break 200,000 subscribers, which I think you guys are going to make it happen tonight, it's getting there. We're at 199,967, so we're getting close to only being 30 subs away from breaking 200,000. As soon as we get to 200,000 subscribers, we are going to randomly draw someone from the comments to win this Kong cooler. Noah, yeah, I'm sure we're going to do some coastal stuff. I don't know exactly what we have planned, but we're definitely going to be doing some coastal fishing. And that's a good idea, guys. If you guys just want to drop any questions that you have about Addicted, if you're like wanting to know about new products, wanting to know about videos, wanting to know about anything, drop some comments. If you want to know about Jordan, like how much he weighs or anything, just drop some comments. I had to get his attention by saying something.
Sorry.
All right,
It's 9 o'clock. I'm signing off.
I got photos.
Is it 9?
It's 9.
Dude, we're staying late for you guys tonight. We just got another sub, 968.
Oh, God.
I'm just going to keep refreshing.
Yeah, let's bust out the jet oil.
Yeah, then we'll get a lot of people in here.
Okay, I got photos.
Okay, let's do them. All right, guys, as you guys know, you guys send us your photos, and we try to share them on the live feed, and we're going to share some right now. Who do we got, Clint?
James.
What is that, brown trout?
Huge
like
brown trout.
Dude, James, that's a stud brown, man. Nice fish. I'm going to do that this year. Big, fat brown trout.
Levi
with a nice steelhead. Nice fish, man.
Cool looking fish.
Yeah, really cool colors on that thing. Nice fish, man. I bet that was tasty on the old barbecue.
The old short bus flasher.
Short bus flasher for the win. Looks like
Aurora.
Is that a blue Aurora?
Mm-hmm.
Twisted Addiction, baby.
This is Brian.
Brian, you got a smallie? Is that what that is, or is that a cat? I can't see, dude. I'm blind.
It's looking like a smallie.
Smallmouth. I've been doing a lot of that, guys. That's what I've been like.
On the fly rod.
That's what I've been stuck on the last few weeks, is just chasing bass. I've been really crazy about trying to catch a big bass. And so far, I've failed. I've not caught any giants yet, but I'm going to keep trying.
Ooh. Oh, I saw that photo posted on the site. Looks like somewhere maybe some granite.
Is that an addicted worm?
It is. He caught a giant on the addicted worm.
Hell
on the
yes,
disco
dude.
worm.
Nice. Big trout. I love trout when they have all the spots like that on them. My favorite.
Chris.
Nice fish, Chris.
Way to go, Chris.
Chromie. What else we got?
Dakota.
Nice fish,
Nice,
Dakota.
Beautiful.
Awesome way
Good
of
hold in
yeah,
it.
great hold on the fish. Great. Sue, we really like to see all you addicts out there, practicing like proper handling of fish and setting examples for people out there. So good job, man.
Elliot.
Nice
Surf
surf
perch.
perch.
Giant.
That's a big one. That is a big one. I know right where he's at too. I'm gonna go get him.
Eric.
Chrome.
Nice little hatchery fish, man. Well done.
Oh, he's got the addicted jacket on.
Nice.
Nice, dude. The addicted OG waterproof. Nice fish, dude.
Jeff.
Was that a salmon?
Yeah, it looks like a Springer.
Oh, I
Got a
know.
twitching jig in his mouth.
Uh-huh. Oh, look which one it is, too.
Oh, chartreuse
Black
head.
Magic.
Chartreuse head. Nice Springer, man. Thanks for sending that in.
Jeremy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Jeremy
boy,
Breeze with
Jeremy.
the limits.
Yeah, got to fish with him the other day.
Jeremy with the limits. Nice fish,
Killer
Jeremy.
photo, too.
And he's rocking the addicted hat, too. That's a really clean photo. Great portrait.
Joseph.
Another just freaking butterball of a Springer. Oh, I would like to eat one of those right now.
Oh, my God. I've been just slowly eating all the smoked fish from mine. It's
Never
like I've
even shared
been
it.
living off of it.
Never
I
even
tried to come and make you and your wife dinner.
Never
and
even
you told me,
shared it.
I'll go here. I gotta
Didn't
hang out
even
with Sharon.
Didn't even share.
Sharon
it.
doesn't like you. She doesn't want you to come over.
You're stupid. I did not say that. What are we at?
He didn't say that, Sharon. Don't worry.
981.
81. Oh, guys, you're gonna keep us here till 9:30.
19. We're 19 subs away. Let's go.
Let's go.
That's sent in by Mike.
Cool
Nice,
looking
Mike.
steelhead
Yeah,
again.
really
yeah,
cool
we
colors.
got some really neat spotted fish here tonight.
Yeah, really cool colors. Nice fish.
Fancy rod.
Nice.
Who we got there?
No name?
Renette. Oh, yeah, she's awesome, man. She's come and visit us at the Sportsman Show.
It's a nice
Heck
fish.
yeah. Great job, gal.
Looks big.
Yeah.
You can tell by the way it is.
Yep. Look at that big old bead hanging out of its mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Talon.
Nice. Nice fish,
Beautiful.
Talon. Purple back. Bonk. Love
Killer.
it. I love it. So if you guys want to get your picture shared, or you guys want to share your fishing catches with us, shoot us an email to orders@addicted.fishing. Make sure you attach the picture, and then make sure you include the name of who the picture is so we can announce who it is. And there's the email right there on the screen, orders@addicted.fishing. And where are we at, Clint? We get to give away this con cooler or not? 15 subs away. We only need 15 more subscribers. 15 more subscribers.
Look at
We're
the
giving
excitement
away
on Jordan's face.
The con cooler.
Jordan's just like, really? I just want to go home. Jordan looks like little right now. Like
Little is zonkified. Tiny's out. He's going to go home and eat his din-din.
okay, well, if people like Jordan and want him to live through the live feed, get 15 more people.
This
to
always
subscribe.
happens this time of night. If you guys go back and watch the last 20 live feeds,
Wait,
we hit a certain
wait.
time.
Dude, guys, we got to end it with this. This is getting us over 200K for sure. This is the official world premiere of Lucas Holmgren. World premiere, guys. You guys are getting exclusive world premiere stuff going on right now. Doesn't Matter, Caught a Fish by Lucas.
Doesn't matter, cut a fish. Yo, I gotta get 'em in. Doesn't matter, cut a fish. Then I cast it in a limb. Doesn't matter, cut a fish. Doesn't matter, cut a fish. Take it away.
Take it away.
Well, I pull up quick to the dock just now, and I got a fast sack full of bait. And wow, my rods are lined up, and my line is fresh. I got 6 and 10 and 50-pound tests. Now I'ma cast nice like I'm KVD, and if you try to compete, well, you won't touch me. I'm a sucker for bites, and you a sucker gets skunked. If you cast over me, I'ma cut your line, punk. Look set, set, going to the dome. I'ma catch my
People are
limit,
loving
then I
it.
bring it on home. Plenty of the fish in the sea, they say. But I'ma catch them all till they die in a day. Smaller than my bait, doesn't matter kind of fish. When the haters gonna hate,
Dude, I'm vibing on this.
and yeah, the photo wasn't great, doesn't matter kind of fish. And not a record of my state, doesn't matter kind of fish. What? Yo, get ready for the hook set. It's all good. Go! Hold up, a fish that wasn't really big. But when you ain't catching nothing, it be feeling like a pig. So if you ain't about to dig, I got the rig. I'll be catching, I'll be blasting, I'll be catching on my jig. In the past 5 trips, I have gone home empty. Plenty of the lakes in my town still tempt me. If I don't catch another fish all day, I can still kick back by the top of this say. Yo, my girl's kinda pissed, doesn't matter kind of fish. And I should've left at 6, doesn't matter kind of fish. And the money's all gone, it doesn't matter kind of fish. And I'm never making home, it doesn't matter kind of fish. What? Hey, take it away, come on, one more, yo. Hey, the photo wasn't great, it wasn't a record of my state, but you know what? It doesn't matter. So it's out here cashing out on the bank. It doesn't matter. Fish.
I think that's it, guys. There you go. Dude, you guys just got a freaking exclusive world premiere. Doesn't matter, caught a fish. Did we break it, Luke? Did
Should
we
have
break
left
it?
at 6. I felt that one. McBeef, yeah.
What'd he say?
Everybody's asking for the link. He says, should have left at 6. I sure felt that one.
Should have left at 6. Doesn't matter, caught a fish. We are 5 subs away, guys. We're 5 subs away. 5 subs away from 200,000 subscribers. We are about to do it. Trout Hunter said, I was here since 1,000 subs. Awesome, Trout Hunter. Thanks for subbing, dude. We appreciate it.
Doesn't matter, caught a fish.
And seriously, everyone who subscribes to the YouTube channel and watches our videos and thumbs ups and comments and continues to help us grow, thank you. It really does mean a lot. We're going to try to keep doing more of this kind of stuff as we grow and keep giving away things and, and having this community grow together. We're excited about it. Yeah, comment below what number were you at when you subscribed. I see someone said we had 1,000 subscribers when they subscribed. Mark said we had 20,000 subscribers. David was here since 300 subs. Shout out to David. Thanks for subbing, man. How long have you been subbed to Addicted Fishing? Sal, I don't believe you. 30K, 27K. Sharon says 0. Okay, Sharon. That's not true. That's a lie.
Way to lie, Sharon. Now you're a liar.
Banned.
Banner Clint.
Done. She's in timeout.
Long ago, 100. I don't know. I don't know if I believe some of these people. I was here at 50K, 100,000. What are we at, folks? What are we at?
When did I...
Oh, we're at 19999. I gotta get a screenshot of that, dude.
Hold on.
Unsubscribe.
Let me see.
$150K. Man, it's crazy. 80,000. We got people from all since 10K, 700. I think 300 still winning. 300 subs. I think we might have broke it, dude. 200,000 too. We broke it.
You got it?
We broke it.
Dude. Give me some love, brother. We did it.
Shout out to all
did
you
it,
guys out
everybody.
there. Thank you for helping us break 200K tonight. I put that in the title kind of as a pipe dream. I didn't actually think that we would do it. So thank you so much. We appreciate it. 200,000 subs on the channel. We're just going to keep going. Now it's the road to 300K.
Wow, everyone. Thank you so much. Even more inspiration to just keep rocking hard.
Keep rocking hard. Keep making videos.
200,006.
Man, there's the subs are still coming in. So thank you guys so much.
Thank you, Lucas.
And yeah, thanks to Lucas. That's why the video is probably going to go viral now, dude, because it doesn't matter caught a fish.
That is such an awesome song.
Oh, that's freaking awesome. All right, everyone.
Who gets
Clint,
the Kong?
let's randomly select this Kong winner here.
So is it only out of the people tonight or out of the 200,000 subscribers?
No, it's just pick someone from the comments.
Okay, here we go.
Just pick someone.
And I'm going to go...
It doesn't matter.
Deep.
No, because then you're going to pick someone who left like 3 hours ago.
that's fine.
Just randomize the damn comment
Okay,
thing.
it's randomizing. Look at it.
Okay, randomize it
There we
and
go.
let's pick them. Let's make this fair.
Oh,
Eric Mulrooney. He says, the video with Kevin Van Dam was awesome. Eric Mulrooney, you just won yourself an not addicted, I wish it was addicted. A Kong 20 quart cooler. You just won yourself a Kong 20 quart cooler. Congrats to you, man, and a huge shout out to everyone that subscribed to the channel and everyone that subscribed to our YouTube. We appreciate every single one of you. It really, really means a lot. We continue to grow, and we're just going to keep chasing this thing and see how big we can get on here, and thank you so much. Eric, shoot us an email to orders@addicted.fishing. Make sure you include your name, your address, and let us know that you won the 20 quart Kong tonight, and we'll get this thing shipped out to you. And yeah, I think that's it. I think we got to call it a night, dude. We just broke 200K. We're already at,
Here,
we're at 200,004 now.
hold on, let me look. Let me get another picture of that. Yep. Hold on, redo it.
Wife keeps texting me. We're getting pictures of it. We're stoked. As you guys can see, we're excited. So thank you guys so much. We appreciate it. Thanks for the help helping us break 200K. And you guys can see, like, as I always try to preach, about the stupid YouTube algorithm, you guys truly are the ones that help us grow. The more you comment, the more you like, the more you share, it really does help us grow on YouTube and just build a cool community of anglers that are all like-minded fishermen from around the U.S. that love to just fish. We're all together in this thing, so put some addicted stickers in the cooler. I will. I'll throw some addicted stickers inside this thing before we ship it to you. And I think we're going to call it a night, guys. Thank you guys so much. We appreciate every single one of you. Don't forget, if you are new to the channel and you haven't subscribed, subscribe. And go check out some of the recent videos that we put out if you haven't seen them. We had our Addicted Life from Sunday, which is just an absolute banger Springer episode. Just crazy, crazy action-packed. And there's some really good tutorials that we put out. We put out a spinner fishing for trout one yesterday, so make sure you peep that one if you haven't checked it out. And we got more videos coming, so just stay tuned. Turn on that little bell notification, and we'll see you guys on the river.
Later, guys.